out. In which year did World War I begin? This was the last test before the nationwide junior essay competition, an event she had competed in every year since she learned to read and write. Around her, other students were engrossed in their work. Some breezed through the questions, while others paused, chewing on pens in forced concentration. For most, it was just another test, another routine challenge of school life. But for Charlotte, it carried extra weight. She knew her performance would be scrutinized more than anyone else's. Mediocrity was not an option for royalty. As her eyes scanned the multiple-choice answers, her hand tightened around her pencil. The options were neatly listed, but the first one was glaringly incorrect. The year was several years off. Her heart skipped a beat as she reviewed the other choices. They all had the same mistake. Charlotte bit her lip, her mind racing. She knew the correct answer, of course. She also knew the consequences of letting an error like this go unnoticed. She shifted in her seat, glancing around. James Fitzgerald sat a few rows away, scribbling furiously, seemingly unaware of the error. Should she say something? Speaking up would draw attention to her, and the weight of her royal title pressed heavily on her shoulders. Being royalty meant always being perfect. Her hand trembled slightly as she lowered her pencil and raised her hand. "Yes, Charlotte?" Mr. Thompson, the teacher, looked up from his notes, his expression a mix of curiosity and mild amusement. "Sir, I believe there's an error on the test," Charlotte said, striving to keep her voice steady. "The years for World War I are incorrect." A hush fell over the room. All eyes turned to Charlotte. Her classmates exchanged glances, some frozen in their seats. James raised an eyebrow, visibly irritated. Mr. Thompson's face shifted from amusement to a subtle frown. "Are you sure, Charlotte? Perhaps you're mistaken. We can review it later." Charlotte's resolve hardened. "No, sir, I'm certain. The year is wrong." The tension in the room was palpable. Whispers broke out among the students. James muttered under his breath. "Smarty Pants strikes again. Thinks she knows everything." Ellie Parker, Charlotte's friend, shot back. "And what if she's right, James? That could mean other questions are wrong, too." "Enough!" Mr. Thompson's voice cut through the murmurs. He looked back at Charlotte, his tone uncertain. "We'll check it after class. Please, continue with your test." But Charlotte wasn't ready to let it go. "The correct year is 1914, sir, not 1913 or any of the other years listed." Mr. Thompson regarded her for a moment before sighing. "Very well, everyone, finish your tests. We'll review the matter later." The murmurs subsided, but the room felt charged. Charlotte returned to her test, her focus scattered. When the bell finally rang, she gathered her things, avoiding the lingering stares of her classmates. James didn't speak, but his pointed look as he left said enough. Outside, the sunlight bathed the courtyard, but Charlotte felt none of its warmth. She found a secluded bench and sat down, replaying the scene in her mind. Had she done the right thing? Mr. Thompson's reaction gave her little reassurance. She had felt confident at the moment, but doubt was beginning to creep in. What if this caused trouble? What if her parents were disappointed? Her thoughts were interrupted by the sound of footsteps approaching. Ellie walked over and sat beside Charlotte, her gaze soft and understanding. "Are you okay?" she asked, her voice gentle but laced with concern. Charlotte sighed, leaning back against the bench. "I don't know, Ellie. I'm not sure I should have said anything. What if they think I'm trying to make a scene? Or that I'm just showing off?" She looked over at Ellie, her eyes searching for reassurance. Ellie gave her a warm, reassuring smile, the kind that always chased away Charlotte's doubts. Ellie was a bright and spirited young woman, beautiful and full of charm. Unlike Charlotte, Ellie hadn't grown up surrounded by privilege, but that never mattered to their friendship. Ellie had known Charlotte for years and admired her for her intelligence and kindness. To Ellie, Charlotte wasn't just a princess, she was a person trying to find her place in the world. Ellie had often been Charlotte's anchor, offering comfort, acceptance, and a friendship free of judgment. She also served as an escape from the pressures of royal life and as an excellent study partner. Together they aced their classes and won competitions, forming a dynamic duo that was the envy of rival schools. "You did the right thing, Charlotte," Ellie said, her voice steady. "The test was wrong, and you corrected it. It's not about being perfect, it's about being honest." Her words were simple but profound, and Charlotte clung to them. "But what about everyone else?" Charlotte asked, her voice tinged with worry. "What if they don't think it's about honesty? What if they think I'm just trying to show off?" Ellie shrugged lightly, her tone serious but supportive. "Who cares? You did what was right. If they can't see that, that's their problem." She nudged Charlotte playfully. "And you know what? I think they respect you for it. Not everyone has the courage to call out a mistake, especially to a teacher." Charlotte exhaled, realizing she'd been holding her breath. Ellie's words, as always, made her feel lighter. Maybe Ellie was right. This wasn't about looking good. It was about doing the right thing, even if not everyone understood. The bell rang, signaling the end of their break. As they stood to return to class, Charlotte felt a renewed sense of determination. She couldn't change what had already happened, but she could walk forward with her head held high. When they arrived for their history lesson, the atmosphere was different. Mr. Thompson had gone to the headmaster to discuss the error Charlotte had pointed out. As the class settled in, the headmaster himself walked in. He was a tall man with a stern face, but his gaze softened with respect as it landed on Charlotte. "Class," he began, his voice calm but authoritative. "I'd like to address an oversight in today's test. Princess Charlotte identified an error in the dates for World War I, and she was correct. I commend her for her attention to detail and her courage to speak up." The room fell silent. Charlotte felt heat rise to her cheeks, but she didn't look down. This moment wasn't about seeking validation, it was about standing up for what was right. Then, softly at first, clapping began from the back of the room. The applause grew louder as more students joined in, until the entire class was on their feet, clapping and cheering for her. It wasn't just the correction they were applauding, it was the bravery it took to speak out, to challenge authority when necessary. Charlotte stood there, caught between pride and surprise. This wasn't the reaction she had expected. She had braced herself for reprimands or ridicule, but instead she was receiving respect. As the applause faded, Charlotte felt a smile spread across her face. The weight of her earlier doubts lifted. She had done the right thing, and that was all that mattered. The school day came to an end, and as Charlotte walked out of the building with Ellie by her side, she felt lighter. The storm of uncertainty had passed, leaving behind a calm resolve. Later that evening, back at Kensington Palace, Charlotte sat by her window, gazing out at the twinkling lights of the city. Her parents entered her room, their expressions warm. "Well done, Charlotte," her mother, Kate, said with pride. "You did the right thing," her father, Prince William, added, his voice brimming with approval. "Of course I knew," William said with a playful smile. "I hear everything about my little eaglet." Charlotte smiled, her heart swelling with gratitude. It wasn't about the applause or the recognition, it was about knowing she had stood up for something important. For the first time, she felt her role as a princess meant more than just wearing a crown. It meant standing for truth and challenging norms, even when it wasn't easy. In the days that followed, Charlotte threw herself into preparing for the junior essay competition. Inspired by recent events, she decided to write about how teachers' mistakes could affect students and the importance of mutual understanding in education. As she worked in the library with Ellie, she paused to share her thoughts. "Do you think my essay title is too long?" she asked. Ellie smiled knowingly. "Creativity isn't about right or wrong, long or short. If it feels right, then it is." Charlotte laughed softly, feeling grateful once again for her wise and supportive friend. Together they continued their work, and Charlotte realized something profound. True leadership wasn't about perfection. It was about courage, integrity, and staying true to one's values. What do you think about Charlotte's decision to speak up? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that inspire bravery and integrity. The British royal family, renowned for its gilded traditions and unyielding veneer of unity, has always harbored internal tensions. Among the most enigmatic and persistent of these rivalries is the alleged animosity between Princess Anne, the resolute defender of royal values, and Queen Camilla, whose path to royalty was anything but traditional. As queen consort, Camilla remains a divisive figure in the public eye, with a recent poll showing that only 14% of Britons support her use of the title queen. What fuels Princess Anne's rumored disdain for Camilla, and how has this relationship shaped the modern monarchy? Let's delve into the complexities of their personalities, histories, and values to uncover the roots of this fractured royal dynamic. Princess Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, has spent a lifetime upholding the monarchy's most cherished traditions. Renowned for her rigorous work ethic, no-nonsense demeanor, and unwavering loyalty to the crown, Anne is often described as the hardest-working royal. Year after year, she attends more engagements than her royal peers, reflecting a commitment to duty instilled in her by Queen Elizabeth herself. Anne's life is steeped in discipline and pragmatism. She shuns the modern trappings of fame, eschewing public displays of personal matters and rarely granting interviews. Instead, she focuses on her responsibilities, embodying a traditional vision of royalty that prioritizes service over self-promotion. This steadfast adherence to duty has earned Anne the admiration of the public and positioned her as a symbol of continuity within an evolving monarchy. Anne's strict adherence to tradition also extends to her expectations for those who join the royal family. She holds a deep respect for the institution's values and maintains a critical eye toward anyone she believes might compromise its integrity. These principles have often placed her at odds with individuals whose personal histories challenge her rigid standards. None more so than Queen Camilla. Camilla Parker Bowles' journey to becoming queen consort was fraught with controversy, rooted in her long-standing relationship with King Charles III. Their story began in the early 1970s, when they developed a close romantic bond. However, society expectations and royal pressures led Charles and Camilla to part ways. In 1973, Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles, seemingly closing the chapter on her romance with Charles. Yet Camilla's presence in Charles's life persisted. By the 1980s, as Charles's marriage to Princess Diana deteriorated, rumors of an affair between him and Camilla began to surface. The scandal erupted into public view in the early 1990s. Casting a long shadow over the royal family, Camilla was vilified by the press, branded as the other woman who had betrayed Diana and the British public's trust. The fallout from the affair reverberated through the monarchy. For Anne, Camilla's involvement was more than a personal failing. It represented a profound betrayal of the institution's values. Anne viewed Camilla as a disruptive force whose actions had fractured the family's unity and tarnished its public image. The bond between Princess Anne and Princess Diana was not without its complexities, but Anne deeply respected Diana's humanitarian work and her devotion to her sons, Princes William and Harry. Diana's untimely death in 1997 cemented her status as the people's princess, a figure who brought warmth and relatability to the monarchy. For Anne, Diana's legacy remains a touchstone for royal values, one that stands in stark contrast to Camilla's controversial past. Anne's loyalty to Diana's memory is evident in her interactions with Camilla. While Anne maintains a professional demeanor in public, insiders suggest her disapproval of Camilla lingers. For Anne, Camilla embodies the heartache Diana endured and the scandal that shook the royal family to its core. Anne and Camilla's strained relationship is further compounded by their starkly different personalities. Anne is the epitome of traditional royalty, valuing discipline, restraint, and a low-profile lifestyle. She prioritizes duty above all else, often appearing reserved and pragmatic in public. Camilla, on the other hand, has embraced a more modern and approachable image. Since marrying Charles in 2005, she has used her platform to champion causes such as literacy and domestic abuse prevention. Her relaxed demeanor and willingness to engage with the media mark a departure from Anne's reserved approach. This fundamental difference in outlook fuels their tension. Anne views Camilla's informality as a dilution of the monarchy's gravitas, while Camilla's supporters see her as a symbol of the institution's adaptability. For Anne, preserving the monarchy's traditional values is paramount, and she perceives Camilla's modernizing influence as a potential threat to its integrity. The affair between Charles and Camilla not only strained the public's trust in the monarchy, but also caused rifts within the royal family itself. For Anne, the scandal was deeply personal. It forced her to navigate conflicting loyalties, her bond with her brother Charles, and her commitment to upholding the monarchy's dignity. Anne's disapproval of Camilla persisted even after Charles and Camilla married. To this day, she reportedly remains wary of Camilla's influence on Charles, viewing their relationship as a challenge to the monarchy's image of stability and moral authority. When Charles and Camilla married, Camilla adopted the title Duchess of Cornwall, a deliberate choice to avoid overshadowing Diana's legacy. Over the years, Camilla worked to rehabilitate her public image through charitable work and a growing presence in royal duties. Yet her rise to queen consort has been met with resistance from traditionalists like Anne. Anne's discomfort with Camilla's ascent reflects her belief in the monarchy's moral standards. For Anne, the title of queen consort symbolizes an unblemished legacy, one she associates with her mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Camilla's controversial past remains a point of contention, highlighting the enduring tension between the monarchy's traditional values and its efforts to modernize. The rumored animosity between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla underscores a deeper struggle within the royal family, the balance between tradition and change. While Anne remains a steadfast defender of the monarchy's traditional values, Camilla represents a more modern and accessible approach. Their relationship serves as a microcosm of the challenges faced by the British monarchy in the 21st century. As it seeks to navigate a rapidly changing world, the institution must reconcile its storied past with the demands of the present, a task made all the more complex by the personal dynamics within the royal family. In the end, the tension between Anne and Camilla is more than just a clash of personalities. It is a reflection of the monarchy's ongoing evolution. The world is abuzz with startling revelations from within the royal family. Princess Charlotte, still a young voice in the monarchy, has spoken out, and her words have sent shockwaves through the palace. What she disclosed about Princess Diana isn't just surprising, it's something the royal family has struggled to keep hidden for decades. The truth is now in the open, and it starkly contrasts the fairy tale image they've worked so hard to maintain. Princess Diana, often called the People's Princess, wasn't born into royalty but seemed destined to transform it. Born Diana Frances Spencer on July 1, 1961, she was the fourth of 5 children in an aristocratic family. From an early age, Diana was surrounded by the grandeur of nobility, yet she had an extraordinary ability to connect with ordinary people. This rare gift would later define her legacy as a royal. Her 1981 marriage to Prince Charles captivated the world, with over 750 million people watching what was hailed as a fairy tale wedding. Yet behind the dazzling tiara and iconic gown was a deeply human woman, facing struggles that would render her story both heartbreaking and inspirational. Diana's unforgettable nature wasn't rooted in her royal title or beauty, but in her heart. She didn't merely wear a crown. She carried the weight of the world's most vulnerable on her shoulders. Rejecting the traditional royal role of ribbon-cutting and balcony-waving, Diana fully immersed herself in causes that were often considered taboo or uncomfortable. One of her most groundbreaking efforts was her work in raising awareness about HIV/AIDS during the 1980s. At a time when fear and stigma dominated public perception, Diana made a revolutionary statement in 1987 by shaking hands with an AIDS patient without wearing gloves. This single act of compassion was broadcast globally, challenging misconceptions and breaking down barriers. It wasn't just a gesture, it was a defining moment that reshaped societal views on the disease and highlighted the royal family's potential role in addressing modern issues. In 1997, months before her tragic death, Diana made headlines again for her humanitarian work in landmine clearance. Her visit to Angola with the Halo Trust and the iconic image of her walking through an active minefield in protective gear brought global attention to the devastating effects of landmines, a legacy that contributed significantly to the eventual signing of the Ottawa Treaty banning anti-personnel landmines, a legacy that continues to save lives. Diana's humanitarian impact extended beyond these high-profile causes. From comforting leprosy patients to supporting homeless youth and cancer victims, her deeply personal approach, showing up and touching lives, made her a beacon of hope for millions. Diana didn't just care. She transformed the world with her relentless kindness and advocacy. Diana's legacy also reshaped the royal family. Before her, the monarchy often seemed distant and untouchable. Diana's openness, humanity, and modern approach to motherhood changed that. She broke royal protocols by raising her sons, Princes William and Harry, in a hands-on manner, exposing them to the realities of life beyond palace walls. This approach not only endeared her to the public, but also set a new standard for royal parenting that her sons continue to emulate today. Her candidness about personal struggles, including her battles with bulimia and her troubled marriage, shattered the image of perfection the royal family had maintained. This vulnerability created tensions within the monarchy, but forged an unbreakable bond with the public. Even decades after her passing, Diana remains one of the most beloved figures in history, with a legacy that endures through her family and the countless lives she touched. This enduring legacy is now seen in her granddaughter, Princess Charlotte. Born in 2015 to Prince William and Kate Middleton, Charlotte carries Diana's name and spirit into a new generation. From the moment of her birth, comparisons to Diana have been inevitable. Charlotte's full name, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, is a direct homage to her grandmother, signaling her symbolic role in continuing Diana's legacy. The public eagerly watches her every move, finding echoes of Diana in her personality and poise. Whether it's her confident stride during public appearances or her moments of relatability, like playfully sticking her tongue out at events, Charlotte has already captivated hearts worldwide. The media has played a significant role in nurturing this connection. Photographs of Charlotte often draw comparisons to Diana, whether through gestures, expressions, or even outfits reminiscent of her grandmother's iconic style. For instance, side-by-side images of Diana in the 1980s and Charlotte at recent events often go viral, reinforcing the narrative of an unbroken bond across generations. Charlotte also represents progress within the monarchy. As the first royal daughter to retain her place in the line of succession despite having younger brothers, she symbolizes a modernized royal family. Her poised appearances at major events, like King Charles III's coronation, further cement her growing role as a royal icon. The public's fascination with Princess Charlotte stems from more than just her royal status. She embodies a sense of continuity for Diana's legacy, while signaling hope for the monarchy's future. William and Kate's emphasis on raising their children with kindness and humility echoes Diana's values, ensuring her influence lives on. Through moments of compassion, charm, and relatability, Princess Charlotte has already become a figure of immense interest. While it's too early to predict her future impact, she is undeniably a symbol of Diana's enduring spirit, a spirit that continues to inspire and captivate the world. Social media has ensured that every moment of Princess Charlotte's life is captured and analyzed, creating an unprecedented level of visibility. This heightened exposure makes the connection between Charlotte and her late grandmother, Princess Diana, even more tangible for the public. Charlotte is part of a royal family that openly embraces Diana's values of compassion and community service. Prince William, in particular, frequently speaks about his mother's profound influence on his life and his commitment to passing her lessons on to his children. This intentional continuation of Diana's legacy ensures her spirit is ever present in Charlotte's life, even if the young princess is not yet fully aware of it. The comparisons between Diana and Charlotte, while often speculative, reflect a universal longing, the hope that Diana's light continues to shine through her family. Princess Charlotte is not just a cherished young royal, she is a symbol of hope, continuity, and the enduring impact of Diana's legacy. But is Charlotte truly Diana's mirror? Perhaps it's not about being the same person, but about carrying forward the same spirit. This connection between Diana and her grandchildren, Prince William and Prince Harry, who were just 15 and 12 when they tragically lost their mother in 1997, remains a guiding force in their lives. Over the years, William and Harry have made heartfelt efforts to ensure their mother's legacy is not forgotten. Shortly after Diana's death, the Diana Memorial Fund was established, supporting causes close to her heart, including landmine clearance, HIV/AIDS awareness, and aiding disadvantaged communities. This fund was not merely about preserving her name, but continuing her meaningful work. Another tribute to Diana is the statue unveiled by William and Harry in 2021 at Kensington Palace. The statue, surrounded by children, symbolizes her nurturing spirit and commitment to young people. During its unveiling, the brothers spoke lovingly of their mother, emphasizing her enduring impact on their lives. Their tributes extend beyond statues and funds. Both William and Harry have shared intimate memories of Diana, offering glimpses into her private world. Harry described her as the best mother in the world, while William often highlights how he incorporates her values into his parenting. Diana's legacy is deeply embedded in her grandchildren, especially through their names. Princess Charlotte, born in May 2015, carries the name Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, a heartfelt tribute to her late grandmother. This choice was a poignant declaration by William and Kate Middleton, ensuring that Diana's memory remains alive within the family. Similarly, Harry and Meghan Markle honored Diana by naming their daughter Lilibet Diana. Charlotte has already demonstrated qualities reminiscent of her grandmother. Despite her young age, she exudes a natural grace and poise during public appearances, captivating royal watchers. At events like the Platinum Jubilee, her charm and maturity sparked comparisons to Diana, who similarly connected effortlessly with people. William and Kate's parenting style reflects Diana's philosophy, blending royal traditions with a sense of normalcy. Diana famously took William and Harry to amusement parks and fast food restaurants, striving to give them a taste of the real world. Likewise, Charlotte and her brothers George and Louis are being raised with a balance of public engagement and private life. The family actively involves their children in charitable activities. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Charlotte helped with food donations, a small yet significant step in understanding the importance of compassion and service. William frequently discusses Diana with his children, ensuring they understand her values and legacy. Charlotte's public appearances often evoke memories of Diana's charm and ability to connect with people. Whether enthusiastically waving to crowds or showing curiosity during engagements, she embodies a warmth that echoes her grandmother's spirit. These relatable moments make Charlotte a modern royal icon, balancing tradition with approachability. As she grows, Princess Charlotte will undoubtedly continue to honor her grandmother's memory, not just through her name, but through her actions and values. Diana's story doesn't end. It evolves through her sons and grandchildren, reminding us of the enduring power of love and compassion. Charlotte's role in the royal family is steeped in history and progress. Born into a monarchy adapting to modern values, she represents a shift toward gender equality. The 2013 Succession to the Crown Act ensured Charlotte retained her place in the line of succession, making her the first princess not displaced by a younger brother. From her earliest days, Charlotte has displayed a charm and confidence that endears her to the public. Whether stealing the show at her uncle's wedding or gracefully participating in royal ceremonies, she consistently captivates audiences. Princess Charlotte is not merely a young royal, she is a living tribute to her grandmother's legacy. Her presence serves as a reminder that Diana's influence continues to shape the monarchy. With every smile, wave, and heartfelt gesture, Charlotte carries forward a light that the world will always cherish. What do you think about Princess Charlotte's role in continuing Diana's legacy? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this unfolding royal saga. At 75 years old, King Charles has made a shocking admission that leaves no room for speculation, confirming long-standing whispers and theories about his personal life and approach to the monarchy. This revelation seems to mark a turning point, as Charles confronts truths that have shadowed him for decades. What does this confession mean for the royal family, his legacy, and the future of the British throne? Let's delve into the surprising details of his journey and what he has just revealed. From the moment Charles was born on November 14, 1948, his destiny was shaped by the monarchy. As the eldest son of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Charles was destined to one day inherit the crown. Yet, even as a young boy growing up under the gaze of a powerful monarch, he struggled with the weight of this responsibility. Unlike other children, his upbringing was steeped in royal traditions, constant public scrutiny, and an unyielding sense of duty. Charles was never the quintessential future king the public envisioned. As a child, he was introspective and sensitive, starkly contrasting with the assertive and charismatic leaders the British monarchy often celebrated. These traits persisted into adulthood, as Charles grappled with the enormous expectations placed upon him. From his unhappy school days at Gordonston to awkward public appearances as a young prince, it became clear that royal life weighed heavily on him. His interests in intellectual pursuits, art, and environmental advocacy set him apart from the traditional image of a prince, leaving many to question whether he was suited for the crown. As Queen Elizabeth's steadfast reign continued into her later years, comparisons between her and Charles grew harsher. The Queen's natural grace and strong leadership contrasted with Charles's reserved demeanor, fueling doubts about his readiness to lead a modern monarchy. Even within royal circles, whispers questioned whether he had the qualities needed to guide the institution into the future. Charles's awkwardness and avoidance of the spotlight were often interpreted as aloofness. Public scrutiny amplified these perceptions, with many perceiving him as disconnected from the lives of his future subjects. Charles's marriage to Lady Diana Spencer in 1981 brought both hope and turmoil. The grand ceremony at St. Paul's Cathedral captivated the world, and Diana's elegance and compassion quickly endeared her to the public. Yet, behind closed doors, their relationship was fraught with tension. Their differing personalities and priorities created a rift. Diana's natural charm and relatability endeared her to millions, overshadowing Charles and casting him as distant and detached. The media magnified this contrast, portraying Diana as the compassionate people's princess and Charles as the cold and unfeeling future king. The couple's separation in 1992 and eventual divorce in 1996 revealed the extent of their struggles. Charles's ongoing relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles only deepened public resentment. Diana's candid 1995 interview with the BBC, in which she famously remarked, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." Charles's reputation. Diana's untimely death in 1997 cemented her legacy as a global icon. Her compassion and humanity left an indelible mark, and the royal family faced backlash for their perceived lack of emotional response. For Charles, this period was particularly challenging, as public sentiment overwhelmingly favored Diana's memory, and he was often seen as the man who had wronged her. In the years following Diana's death, Charles struggled to reshape his public image. Yet he quietly continued to champion causes close to his heart, including environmental conservation and heritage preservation. These efforts, though admirable, often went unnoticed as Diana's shadow loomed large. Now, at 75, Charles seems to be reflecting on the past, particularly his relationship with Diana and its impact on the monarchy. His recent actions suggest a deeper understanding of the need for empathy and personal connection, qualities that Diana embodied. While the wounds of the past cannot be erased, Charles's more compassionate approach to his royal duties hints at lessons learned from Diana's enduring legacy. As the longest-serving heir apparent in British history, Charles's path to the throne was unprecedented. For over 70 years he lived in the shadow of Queen Elizabeth's reign, waiting for a role that seemed perpetually out of reach. This prolonged wait created frustration and left him feeling trapped in limbo. Public skepticism about his readiness to rule only grew as the Queen's reign extended well into her 90s. Some even speculated whether the throne would bypass Charles entirely in favor of his son, Prince William, whose youth and charisma resonated more with the public. Despite the doubts, Charles's years of preparation were not wasted. He used his time to advocate for progressive causes and modernize the monarchy in subtle but significant ways. Now, as king, he appears determined to face his challenges head-on, perhaps inspired by the lessons of his past. This recent admission suggests a shift in Charles's perspective, one that acknowledges his struggles, shortcomings, and the importance of connecting with the people he serves. Could this newfound self-awareness mark the beginning of a transformative era for the monarchy? Only time will tell, as Charles steps into his role with a renewed sense of purpose. For years, Charles worked to leave a mark on the world beyond traditional royal duties. His focus on environmentalism, architecture, and charitable work became central to his identity as the Prince of Wales, offering a deeper understanding of the man behind the title. Long before climate change became a global concern, Charles sounded the alarm about deforestation, pollution, and unsustainable agriculture. Despite early skepticism, his advocacy eventually earned him recognition as a forward-thinking pioneer in environmental conservation. Beyond the environment, Charles was passionate about architecture and urban planning. He openly criticized modern designs he deemed incongruent with Britain's historical and cultural heritage, sparking controversy but staying steadfast in his vision. Through the Prince's Foundation, he promoted sustainable urban development and traditional building methods. Charles's dedication extended to charitable work. In 1976, he founded the Prince's Trust to support disadvantaged youth, helping them develop skills and secure employment. This initiative has touched hundreds of thousands of lives, cementing his legacy as a committed philanthropist. Despite these accomplishments, public opinion about Charles remained polarized. His outspoken views, particularly on architecture and organic farming, were often dismissed as eccentric or elitist. Many questioned whether he was truly fit to become king, especially given the long shadow cast by Queen Elizabeth II's steady leadership and the public's enduring affection for Princess Diana. His marriage to Diana and their tumultuous relationship fueled doubts about his readiness to rule. Even his groundbreaking environmentalism, now widely embraced, was once considered unconventional. Charles's role as a father to Prince William and Prince Harry has been both a source of pride and challenge. After Diana's tragic death, Charles faced the dual task of grieving and raising his sons under intense public scrutiny. His bond with William was relatively stable, reflecting a shared commitment to royal traditions. However, his relationship with Harry grew increasingly strained, particularly after Harry stepped back from royal duties and moved to the U.S. Harry's public criticisms of the royal family, including remarks about Charles's parenting, deepened the family rift. Yet, Charles has largely refrained from engaging in the drama, signaling a commitment to royal neutrality. The relationship between Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles has long been a focal point of media scrutiny. Initially branded as the other woman, Camilla's public image gradually transformed as she took on active roles in charitable efforts and royal duties. By the time Charles ascended the throne in 2022, she had become Queen Consort, a position still met with mixed reactions, but reflecting her integration into the monarchy's future. The transition from Queen Elizabeth's reign to Charles's rule was marked by doubts. Critics questioned whether he, at 75, could handle the pressures of modern monarchy. Yet Charles has approached his new role with a steady hand, prioritizing tradition while addressing contemporary issues. His increased visibility at state functions and diplomatic engagements reflects a renewed commitment to his duties. Despite lingering skepticism, Charles's leadership style has grown more measured and focused, showing a monarch intent on preserving stability over pursuing radical change. Charles has also begun to reckon with the public's enduring affection for Diana. Her legacy continues to shape the monarchy, and Charles seems more willing to acknowledge her impact. His restrained response to ongoing family tensions further underscores his evolution toward a more traditional royal approach. At 75, Charles has embraced the weight of his role, balancing his personal passions with the responsibilities of the crown. His reign signals a new chapter for the monarchy, one shaped by both challenges and opportunities for growth. So, what do you think of King Charles? Let us know in the comments. Princess Charlotte and Princess Beatrice were seen sharing an adorable moment at Prince Philip's memorial service. Yet, behind the facade of unity, a storm was brewing within the royal family. While recent photos revealed details of Princess Beatrice's secret wedding, her father's absence raised many eyebrows. But the real shock came when Princess Beatrice publicly challenged Queen Camilla, shaking the very foundations of the monarchy. Beatrice's unprecedented confrontation left both the public and royal insiders reeling. Known for her reserved nature, Beatrice's actions marked a dramatic shift in the royal narrative. Years of frustration culminated in a moment that exposed deep-seated tensions within the royal household. Her bold outbursts questioned Camilla's position, sending ripples through the monarchy and challenging its carefully maintained hierarchy. What began as a seemingly routine conversation escalated into a dramatic clash. Beatrice, usually a quiet and supportive royal, directly criticized Camilla in public, a move that shattered the royal protocol. Her words cut deep, leaving the queen consort visibly shaken. Camilla, often viewed as the epitome of royal poise, found herself under unexpected attack. Beatrice's public airing of grievances was both shocking and symbolic. For Beatrice, this wasn't a mere personal vendetta. It was a declaration against the monarchy's traditional power structures. Her frustration with Camilla's rise to prominence, from her controversial marriage to King Charles to her current role as queen consort, had been simmering for years. Insiders suggest that Beatrice questioned whether Camilla's influence truly served the royal legacy. Beatrice's strained relationship with Camilla was no secret. While the royal family maintained a public image of unity, tensions behind closed doors had been mounting. Beatrice, often overshadowed by more prominent family members, quietly observed as Camilla's influence grew. The queen consort's calculated control over the monarchy alienated Beatrice, who struggled to reconcile her personal values with Camilla's position. The breaking point came when Beatrice chose to confront Camilla openly. Her actions weren't just a critique of Camilla, but a broader challenge to the monarchy's traditions. Beatrice had stepped out of the shadows, demanding a more significant role and questioning the very foundation of royal dynamics. In the aftermath of Beatrice's outburst, Queen Camilla faced a moment of profound vulnerability. Known for her strength and grace, Camilla struggled to recover from the public humiliation inflicted by someone she once considered loyal. The confrontation threatened not only her personal reputation, but also her position within the family. Media coverage of the event amplified the crisis, turning Camilla into the center of a royal storm. The public eagerly speculated on how she would respond. Would she choose to ignore the incident, or fight back to reclaim her standing? Behind palace walls, the fallout was undeniable. Camilla retreated from the spotlight, her confidence shaken. The royal family's unity seemed more fragile than ever, and Camilla's next steps would be crucial in determining her legacy. Beatrice's challenge created deep divisions within the royal family. What once appeared as a united front now revealed cracks. Some members sympathized with Beatrice's frustrations, while others rallied around Camilla to maintain stability. Prince William, often seen as a voice of reason, found himself in a difficult position. As the future king, he prioritized the monarchy's unity. Yet his close relationship with Beatrice complicated matters. Would he support her bold stance, or side with Camilla to preserve tradition? The confrontation also sparked wider speculation about the monarchy's future. Was this an isolated personal conflict, or did it signify a larger ideological rift within the family? Beatrice's actions not only challenged Camilla, but also exposed deeper issues within the monarchy. Advisors and supporters were drawn into the divide, and the family's carefully managed image was at risk. The question remained: would this moment lead to meaningful change within the royal family, or would it be swept under the rug? Beatrice's bold move marked a turning point in royal history, leaving the public and insiders alike questioning what lay ahead for the monarchy. As the dust settled, one thing was clear. This was not just a fleeting moment of drama. It was the start of a new chapter in the monarchy's evolving narrative, one that could redefine its traditions for years to come. After Princess Beatrice's public criticism, Queen Camilla was compelled to respond. Known for her calm demeanor, the queen consort now faced intense public and familial scrutiny. Her response had to balance defending her position while calming the turmoil threatening the monarchy's stability. Initially, Camilla responded with controlled anger, but later softened her tone. Acknowledging Beatrice's words, she emphasized the need for unity in challenging times. However, this approach only heightened the pressure, casting doubts on her ability to maintain authority. Behind palace doors, Camilla sought support from family members and advisors. Yet the strain of this crisis was undeniable. For Camilla, this was not just about weathering the immediate scandal. It was a test of her resilience and the preservation of her legacy. Would she emerge as a symbol of strength, or had her position been irreparably weakened? The confrontation between Princess Beatrice and Queen Camilla set off a global media storm. Headlines speculated about the monarchy's future, framing the feud as either Beatrice's act of fearless defiance or a betrayal of royal tradition. Beatrice was portrayed as a reformer, challenging outdated power dynamics, while Camilla was either a victim of family discord or a figure of resilience. Public opinion was sharply divided, with some applauding Beatrice's candor and others disrespectful. The media's intense coverage amplified the drama, placing the monarchy under an unrelenting spotlight. Every statement and gesture was dissected, leaving the royal family grappling with how to navigate this turbulent chapter. Beatrice's challenge marked a pivotal moment for the monarchy. Her willingness to confront Camilla symbolized a generational shift in the royal family. Could this signal a more modern, progressive era for the monarchy, or would tradition prevail, with Camilla reasserting her authority? For the queen consort, her ability to recover was crucial not just for her reputation, but for the monarchy's survival. For Beatrice, her boldness elevated her status within the royal narrative, ensuring she could no longer be ignored. The clash forced the royal family to confront deeper issues of power dynamics and generational divides, questioning whether they could maintain unity or succumb to internal strife. The feud between Princess Beatrice and Queen Camilla revealed cracks in the monarchy's carefully constructed image of unity and tradition. Behind the scenes, family members were divided, with King Charles striving to mediate the growing tensions. The divide raised pressing questions about the monarchy's future. Would younger royals like Beatrice reshape the institution, or would Camilla's traditional authority prevail? The stakes were higher than ever, as the monarchy stood at a crossroads, forced to adapt or risk losing public trust. The confrontation's long-term effects extended beyond the immediate players, impacting the monarchy as a whole. Beatrice's defiance exposed vulnerabilities within the family, while Camilla's authority faced unprecedented challenges. Public perceptions of the monarchy shifted as the British people saw a more human side to the royal family, one marked by personal struggles and internal discord. This pivotal moment could redefine the monarchy for generations, reshaping its image and role in modern society. As time passes, the royal family must grapple with whether it can overcome this rift or if it marks the beginning of the monarchy's decline. Princess Beatrice's boldness sparked a movement, but only time will tell if it leads to meaningful change or deepens the fractures within the royal institution. What's your take on the royal feud? Will Beatrice's influence grow, or will Queen Camilla restore her standing? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more royal updates. In February 1981, the wait was over. Buckingham Palace announced that Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer were engaged. The engagement ring, a stunning sapphire surrounded by diamonds, caught everyone's attention. The couple appeared happy and relaxed, and the public was equally delighted that a royal wedding was on the horizon. It's clear that Diana fell deeply in love with Charles. She was young, naive, and enamored with the idea of being a princess. However, if you watch the footage from the engagement announcement, a telling moment stands out. When asked if they were in love, Diana beams and replies, "Of course," but Charles, with an almost flippant tone, adds, "Whatever in love means." Diana looks at him, puzzled, as if to ask, "Don't you know what love is?" This moment revealed an underlying issue. Charles didn't truly understand love. The wedding day was magnificent, and Diana, with her iconic vows, pledged herself to Charles. Yet, behind the grandeur, cracks were forming. After the birth of Prince Harry, their relationship rapidly deteriorated. It wasn't the fairy tale either of them had imagined. In fact, even before the wedding, both Diana and Charles had serious doubts. Friends warned Charles that the marriage wouldn't work, describing Diana as too young and inexperienced to handle the pressures of royal life. Diana spent 15 years in the royal family, enduring moments of immense unhappiness. She was often isolated, trapped in a loveless marriage. Despite her distress, she tried to maintain a brave face for her sons, determined not to let them see her pain. Meanwhile, Charles was carrying on an affair with Camilla Parker Bowles, making little effort to hide it. In 1989, Diana finally confronted Camilla during a party for Camilla's sister. Diana, trembling with fear and rage, told her, "I'm not stupid, I know what's going on." The confrontation left Diana emotionally shattered. On the way home, she sobbed uncontrollably, while Charles remained silent. For Diana, this marked the end of any hope for reconciliation. Diana's pain was not just emotional. She battled bulimia and depression, openly discussing these struggles on television. Her honesty was unprecedented for a royal. Speaking about bulimia, she explained, "You inflict it upon yourself because your self-esteem is so low. It's a moment of comfort, but then you feel disgusted with yourself." Her candidness reached its peak during the infamous 1995 Panorama interview. In it, Diana revealed, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." Her bravery in sharing her truth captivated millions and brought new scrutiny to the royal family. By 1997, Diana had divorced Charles and stepped back from royal life. She retained an apartment in Kensington Palace and continued to prioritize her role as a mother. However, she refused royal security in her later years, choosing to distance herself from the monarchy. Tragically, her life was cut short in a car accident on August 31, 1997. There's one important piece of advice I always shared with Diana. I told her, "Look, having security around you isn't just about protection, it's also about privacy. Yes, we've sometimes been invasive, but we've tried to respect your boundaries. Whatever you choose to do, whether here or abroad, always prioritize your safety." Sadly, Diana didn't fully heed that advice. Her decision to decline royal security ultimately led to the tragic events in Paris in 1997. In my view, only one person could have changed the course of history: Queen Elizabeth. Had she insisted that Diana retain her security detail, I am convinced her death could have been prevented. In September 1995, Diana visited the Royal Brompton Hospital to see a friend undergoing surgery. There she met Dr. Hasnat Khan, a cardiac surgeon. It was love at first sight. Toward the end of her life, Diana often referred to Hasnat as her soulmate. For over 2 years, their relationship remained a deeply private affair, hidden from the world. I personally helped them maintain that secrecy. I'd drive Hasnat to Kensington Palace, smuggling him in the back seat of my car under a blanket. Diana longed for love, often telling me, "All I want, Paul, is for a man to wrap his arms around me and say, 'I love you.' Is that too much to ask?" During her visits to Pakistan, Diana cherished the time she spent there, building fond memories. She even introduced William and Harry to Hasnat, as she saw him as the man she would marry. But Hasnat was apprehensive about the intense media scrutiny and the overwhelming pressure that came with Diana's fame. Meanwhile, Diana's connection with Dodi Fayed became public in the summer of 1997. They had known each other for years, meeting at various events. That summer, their friendship blossomed into a romantic relationship. Their time in the south of France deepened their bond, and upon returning to London, they planned to continue seeing each other. After their deaths, conspiracy theories emerged. Mohammed Al-Fayed, Dodi's father, claimed the British Secret Service orchestrated the crash. He even suggested that Diana was carrying Dodi's child and that their impending engagement posed a threat to the monarchy. To preserve his version of events, Mohammed created a shrine for Diana and Dodi in the basement of Harrods, showcasing an engagement ring he claimed Dodi had given Diana. However, Diana's closest confidants dismissed these claims. She wasn't pregnant, nor was she planning to marry Dodi. Her heart still belonged to Hasnat. Despite their love, Hasnat couldn't handle the relentless intrusion of the press. Diana's late-night visits to his hospital raised security concerns, and the disruption began affecting his work. Diana had never experienced a normal life. Born into one of England's most prestigious aristocratic families, she was the daughter of Lord Spencer and grew up on the Sandringham estate. The Spencer family's lineage was so distinguished that, in some ways, they were considered grander than the royal family itself. Diana was proud of her heritage, yet deeply insecure. She was a blend of naivety and complex. Diana dreamt of marrying Hasnat and even discussed having a daughter with him. She went so far as to ask her butler, Paul, to find someone who could discreetly officiate their marriage. But when Hasnat discovered her plans, he told her, "Do you really think we can just bring a priest here and get married?" For him, the idea was absurd. That moment marked the breaking point in their relationship. Diana's quest for love, safety, and a normal life shaped the final years of her remarkable yet turbulent journey. Her story remains one of heartbreak, resilience, and a deep longing for connection. Diana's relationship with Dodi Al-Fayed was unlike anything she'd experienced before. He was incredibly charming, always immaculately dressed, and carried a cool, confident demeanor with his American accent. From the beginning, he treated Diana like a true princess, something she wasn't used to. With her previous partner, Hasnat Khan, they often had to hide. Their dates were confined to private dinners at home or discreet outings. But with Dodi, Diana could step into the spotlight, and she loved the attention. Though it's unclear if she was truly in love with Dodi, she seemed captivated by the idea of it. Diana was reportedly looking for stability. She wanted to remarry, and even hoped for another child. However, the prospect of marriage to Dr. Khan was never realistic. Their relationship faced insurmountable challenges, including his reluctance to marry or make their relationship public. Diana's frustration with this was one of the reasons she moved on. Dodi in many ways seemed to be a response to that, a way to make Hasnat jealous. Jessica's response was not pleasant. In the summer of 1997, Diana and Dodi's romance became headline news. On August 20th, Diana arrived in the French Riviera, and for 9 days she joined Dodi on his father's luxurious yacht. The media frenzy around them was undeniable, with photographs of the couple plastered across tabloids worldwide, sending a clear message. Diana had found love again. But tragedy struck just days later. On August 30th, Diana and Dodi landed in Paris. From the moment they arrived, they were relentlessly pursued by paparazzi. That evening, after dining at the Ritz, they attempted to evade photographers by leaving through the hotel's rear entrance. They were driven in a black Mercedes 280 with Henri Paul, a Ritz security employee, behind the wheel. Unknown to Diana and Dodi, Paul had consumed alcohol that evening. His blood alcohol level was later found to be over 3 times the legal limit in France. At 12:23 a.m., as the car sped through the Pont de l'Alma tunnel at over 105 km per hour, more than twice the speed limit, Henri Paul lost control. The vehicle struck the tunnel's right-hand wall, swerved, and collided head-on with a support pillar. The impact was catastrophic, with smoke rising from the wreckage and photographers swarming the car. Despite efforts to save her, Diana's injuries were too severe. She suffered a displaced heart and a torn pulmonary vein, among other critical injuries. She was pronounced dead at approximately 4 a.m. on August 31, 1997. The world was left in shock. Controversy surrounded Diana's final moments. Some questioned the emergency response, which took nearly 2 hours to transport her to the hospital, despite passing 2 closer facilities. This delay raised concerns about whether Diana could have survived with faster treatment. Further scrutiny fell on Henri Paul. Witnesses reported he had consumed only a scotch and a beer, yet toxicology reports showed his blood alcohol level as alarmingly high, along with traces of antidepressants. These findings fueled conspiracy theories, with many speculating that something more sinister may have been at play. There are those who believe Diana's tragic death was no accident, but part of a conspiracy. At first, I didn't want to believe it, yet countless circumstances have persuaded me otherwise. Take, for instance, the headline in a London evening paper on the Monday following the crash. It boldly declared, "Drunk as a skunk," claiming the car was speeding at 120 miles per hour, or 180 kilometers per hour. The article suggested that the driver was 3 times over the legal alcohol limit. But here's the thing. At that point, no blood tests had been analyzed. Later, the British inquest established the car was traveling at 60 miles per hour, a fast speed but far from 120, and this was just the beginning of the inconsistencies. For me, everything pointed to a cover-up. Much like the English jury eventually concluded, it was unlawful killing. It took 10 long years before Britain held an inquest into Diana's death, and every detail I uncovered during that time deepened my suspicions. One chilling fact was that all surveillance cameras along the route of the crash were mysteriously switched off. Unbelievable, right? Then there's the white Fiat Uno that supposedly collided with the Mercedes. It was never found. Suspiciously, a photographer who may have driven it, Andon's son, was later discovered dead in his car. The cause? Alleged suicide. But here's the catch. He had 2 gunshot wounds to the head. "Let's be honest, who needs a second shot to commit suicide?" he said. Despite an extensive investigation, the French authorities failed to locate the Fiat, and after all these years, finding it now seems almost impossible. Another eerie revelation. Diana wrote me a letter months before the crash. In it she said, "The next few months are the most difficult of my life. I fear my husband is planning an accident in my car, brake failure or head injuries, to make way for his remarriage." Reading those words after her death felt haunting. Could someone have been monitoring her, following her every move? I don't know. What I do know is that no one would openly sign off on the murder of the future king's mother. That said, Diana marrying a Muslim man and possibly starting a new family would have been extremely inconvenient for the British royal family and establishment. Had Diana lived and married Dodi Al-Fayed, the public's attention might have shifted from the House of Windsor to a new, alternative royal family. That's not something they could have allowed. At the time, rumors swirled. Was she pregnant? Were they planning to announce an engagement upon their return to London? Diana even called a trusted journalist, Richard Kay, saying she had something important to share. But we'll never know what it was, until she returns from a long mini-vacation in South America to study Spanish in fluency. Some argue that Diana's untimely death was convenient for many. Had she survived, she would have played a major role in raising Prince William and Prince Harry. Instead, the royal family assumed full responsibility for the boys with no interference. Her brother Charles Spencer openly addressed this in his eulogy at Westminster Abbey, pledging to protect her sons from a similar fate. His words were powerful. She would want us to pledge today to protect her beloved boys, William and Harry, from the anguish that used to bring her such despair. We, her blood family, will continue to nurture them so that their souls are not simply immersed by duty and tradition, but can sing openly, as Diana planned. Tribunal followed. The world mourned its golden child. Elton John's tribute, Candle in the Wind, captured the heartbreak of millions. But Diana's story was far from over. Behind her public image, she was navigating personal struggles. Her relationship with Dodi Al-Fayed had lasted just 30 days. Yet, it was enough to cause a media frenzy. In her final days, Diana was torn. She spoke openly about feeling isolated on the yacht, bored and longing to return home. She revealed to friends that Dodi had been showering her with gifts, earrings, a watch, even a necklace. She suspected a proposal was next. Interestingly, her former partner, Hasnat Khan, called her the day before she died, attempting to reconcile. Many believe that, had she returned to London, her romance with Hasnat would have reignited. Dodi, however, was deeply in love with Diana. He expressed this sentiment to me directly, saying, "Michael, there will never, ever be another woman for me." Excerpt from Dodi's letter, September 28. In the end, Diana was looking for a new direction in life. She wanted freedom from the relentless media scrutiny and the pressures of royal life. But the circumstances of her death remained shrouded in mystery. From the elusive white Fiat Uno to the suspicious actions of the French authorities, every detail raises more questions than answers. Was it all just a tragic accident? Or was there something more sinister at play? The world may never truly know. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring some fascinating news about Prince William and Kate Middleton, who recently shared a heartwarming video and message following a significant update from Buckingham Palace regarding Queen Camilla. Prince William has just concluded a meaningful 4-day visit to South Africa, during which he focused on environmental sustainability, community empowerment, and conservation efforts. His trip highlights his dedication to tackling global challenges, especially through his groundbreaking Earthshot Prize initiative. Before we dive into the details, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for all the latest royal updates, and share your opinions in the comments below. Let's get started. Prince William's recent trip to South Africa is part of his ongoing commitment to addressing environmental and social challenges. As co-founder of the Earthshot Prize, William has made it his mission to champion innovative solutions to some of the world's most pressing environmental issues. This trip offered a unique opportunity for the prince to witness firsthand the impact of various sustainable initiatives while connecting with local communities. In a recently released video, viewers can see Prince William immersing himself in the day-to-day lives of South African locals. He visited coastal areas where sustainable fishing practices are transforming the livelihoods of small-scale fishers. These efforts align closely with William's lifelong passion for environmental conservation, a cause he has supported with unwavering dedication. On the final day of his visit, William spent time in Cape Town, where he engaged with individuals to hear their personal stories. This direct interaction reinforced the importance of human connections in addressing global challenges. His conversations were not only inspiring, but also underscored his commitment to understanding the people behind the statistics, the communities directly affected by climate change and environmental degradation. One of the most notable highlights of William's visit was his meeting with the team behind the Abelobi app, a 2023 Earthshot Prize finalist. This innovative application empowers small-scale fishers by providing them with cutting-edge technology to support sustainable fishing practices. The app also promotes transparency in sourcing, ensuring fishers receive fair compensation for their work and that marine resources are managed responsibly. By supporting projects like Abelobi, the Earthshot Prize not only drives environmental progress, but also uplifts communities by fostering economic empowerment. Prince William's engagement with the Abelobi team during this trip underscores his belief in practical solutions to address environmental challenges, a philosophy at the heart of the Earthshot initiative. Beyond his official engagements, Prince William shared a more relaxed and personal moment during a barbecue at Kalk Bay Harbor. This informal gathering featured a mix of local and international guests, including supermodel Heidi Klum, model Winnie Harlow, and actor Billy Porter. The event allowed William to connect with a diverse group of individuals equally committed to environmental advocacy. These moments of camaraderie and shared purpose highlight the universal appeal of sustainability and conservation. By collaborating with influential figures who bring their own audiences and platforms, William is broadening the reach of the Earthshot Prize's message. This approach demonstrates his ability to connect with people from all walks of life while advancing his vision for a more sustainable future. Meanwhile, Buckingham Palace has released a video focusing on Queen Camilla's long-standing dedication to supporting survivors of domestic and sexual violence. Over the past decade, Queen Camilla has become a leading voice in advocating for these vulnerable individuals, using her royal platform to amplify their stories and raise awareness about these critical issues. This advocacy work will be explored in greater depth in the upcoming ITV documentary Her Majesty the Queen Behind Closed Doors. The documentary promises to provide a rare glimpse into Camilla's compassionate and tireless efforts behind the scenes. For over 10 years, she has worked with organizations and individuals to create impactful change, offering support to survivors and drawing attention to the urgent need for action in this area. In a statement accompanying the video, Buckingham Palace emphasized, "The Queen has worked to amplify the voices of survivors of domestic and sexual violence for over a decade. This work has become a defining part of Queen Camilla's role and showcases her commitment to addressing deeply personal and sensitive societal issues." The timing of these updates from Prince William and Queen Camilla highlights the royal family's shared commitment to public service, albeit with different focuses. While Prince William's work emphasizes global environmental sustainability through initiatives like the Earthshot Prize, Queen Camilla's advocacy centers on providing vital support to individuals and organizations addressing abuse. Together, they exemplify the diverse approaches the royal family takes to make a meaningful impact on society. Prince William's efforts in South Africa also reflect the legacy of his father, King Charles III, who has long been an advocate for environmental conservation. By championing projects like Abelobi, William is not only addressing the planet's urgent environmental challenges, but also empowering communities to create sustainable livelihoods. As Prince William prepares for his future role as king, his dedication to initiatives like the Earthshot Prize offers a glimpse into his vision for the monarchy. He combines a genuine passion for the environment with practical, forward-thinking solutions, embodying a modern approach to leadership. Queen Camilla's advocacy work, on the other hand, underscores the enduring importance of compassion and the impactful use of the royal platform to address pressing social issues. Her efforts complement William's global focus, creating a well-rounded and dynamic model for royal public service. From William's South African tour to Camilla's ongoing advocacy, the royal family is demonstrating an evolving commitment to addressing both global and deeply personal challenges. These efforts highlight the monarchy's ability to adapt to the modern world while maintaining its timeless dedication to service. What do you think about Prince William's trip to South Africa and Queen Camilla's upcoming documentary? Do you believe the younger generation of royals is reshaping public perceptions of the monarchy? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more updates, and click the notification bell so you never miss an upload. See you in the next video. Goodbye. For the first time, the world had a chance to clearly hear the voices of the royal children of Kate Middleton and Prince William. While all three children have captured the public's attention at different moments, Princess Charlotte has emerged as a figure of unique interest. At just 9 years old, she isn't only recognized for her royal lineage as third in line to the throne, but also for her bilingual skills, which she began developing at an incredible young age. Charlotte's linguistic abilities are a testament to the thoughtfulness with which her parents, the Prince and Princess of Wales, are raising their children. By the age of 2, she had already started speaking Spanish, thanks to the influence of her nanny, Maria Teresa Turrión Borrallo. Maria, originally from Spain, brought her native language into Charlotte's daily life, providing a nurturing environment that allowed the princess to naturally absorb and practice Spanish alongside English, her mother tongue. This early exposure to a second language has set Charlotte apart, even among her royal peers. Language isn't merely a skill, it's a tool for bridging cultures, understanding others, and forming meaningful connections. Spanish, in particular, is one of the most widely spoken languages globally, making Charlotte's fluency a valuable asset in her future role as a representative of the monarchy. Her bilingualism reflects more than just a modern approach to parenting. It symbolizes the forward-thinking mindset of the royal family as they prepare the next generation for a world that demands greater cultural awareness and adaptability. For Charlotte, speaking Spanish is not just an impressive childhood milestone, it's a step toward the global responsibilities she may one day shoulder. Charlotte's ability to communicate in 2 languages positions her as an international figure who can foster goodwill between nations. The cultural connections she can build through her bilingualism align with the monarchy's broader goal of maintaining relevance in a rapidly changing world. However, language is only one aspect of the thoughtful preparation she is receiving for her role. Her upbringing also emphasizes the importance of service and compassion. Charlotte has already shown an active interest in helping others, as evidenced by her participation in charity events alongside her family. During a visit to the Baby Bank charity in Maidenhead, Charlotte joined her parents and siblings to sort donations and select gifts for children her own age. Her enthusiasm and thoughtfulness during this visit showcased her growing understanding of how even small actions can make a significant difference in the lives of others. This visit wasn't just a photo opportunity, it was a reflection of the values instilled in her by her parents. The Prince and Princess of Wales are deeply committed to leading by example, demonstrating the importance of giving back to the community. Charlotte's involvement in these charitable efforts highlights her ability to connect with people and contribute meaningfully, even at such a young age. Beyond her charitable endeavors, Princess Charlotte has shown a strong sense of support for her family. During the coronation concert for King Charles III, Charlotte's pride in her father, Prince William, was evident. As William took the stage to deliver a speech honoring King Charles, Charlotte excitedly pointed him out to her brother George, exclaiming, "Look, there's Papa!" These heartwarming moments revealed the deep familial bonds that underpin the royal family's public image. Charlotte's ability to connect with audiences extends beyond her family's ceremonial duties. She has also emerged as a young style icon, a role she began fulfilling almost immediately after her birth. Dubbed the Charlotte Effect, her influence on fashion has been profound. The clothes she wears often spark international trends, driving sales for both major brands and smaller niche designers. Her fashion choices, curated by her mother, emphasize timeless elegance and age-appropriate style. This approach resonates with parents worldwide and underscores the royal family's commitment to balancing tradition with modern sensibilities. Charlotte's wardrobe reflects her unique position within the monarchy, a young girl who embodies both continuity and change. Despite her youth, Princess Charlotte has also shown early leadership qualities. During public events such as the Trooping the Color ceremony, she has been seen guiding her younger brother, Prince Louis, when his playful behavior threatens to disrupt formal proceedings. These moments reveal Charlotte's natural sense of responsibility and her ability to take on a leadership role, even in challenging situations. Her historical significance is another aspect that sets her apart. As the first British princess to benefit from gender-neutral succession laws, Charlotte is third in line to the throne, regardless of her gender. This marks a significant step forward for equality within the monarchy, signaling a shift toward modern values. Charlotte's potential future as queen, while speculative, is nonetheless intriguing. If circumstances were to lead her to ascend the throne, her reign would likely reflect the progressive values of the 21st century. From sustainability and mental health advocacy to gender equality, Charlotte could build on the legacies of her parents and grandparents while addressing the unique challenges of her era. Her parents, Prince William and Kate, have made a conscious effort to raise their children in a way that balances royal tradition with a grounded and loving family life. Moving their family to a quieter residence near Windsor has allowed them to prioritize outdoor activities, education, and quality time together. This decision reflects their commitment to providing a stable and nurturing environment for Charlotte and her siblings. Kate, in particular, has been open about the joys and challenges of motherhood. She has described herself as a hands-on parent who sometimes struggles to balance her many responsibilities. These candid insights into her parenting journey make her relatable to families everywhere and highlight the importance of creating strong family bonds. Looking to the future, Princess Charlotte's role within the royal family is filled with possibilities. Whether she becomes queen, supports her brother George as a key figure in his reign, or forges her own unique path, she is poised to make a lasting impact. Her story is one of both tradition and innovation, reflecting the evolving role of the monarchy in a changing world. Charlotte's ability to connect with others, her compassion, and her growing sense of responsibility suggest that she is well prepared to navigate the complexities of her future. Her journey is a testament to the thoughtful upbringing she has received and the modern values that her parents have embraced. Ultimately, Princess Charlotte represents the future of the British monarchy, one that is both rooted in history and ready to adapt to the demands of a new era. Her story, already so rich and inspiring, promises to be one of great significance as she grows into her role. Did you know Princess Anne has some surprising habits? Imagine eating bananas with a fork or wearing the same outfits for over 40 years. Known as the no-nonsense daughter of Queen Elizabeth II, Anne's dedication to duty and sharp wit have earned her respect, but she's also full of unexpected quirks. Join us as we reveal 15 of her strangest habits, from her unique eating preferences to her unusual approach to royal duties. You'll gain a whole new perspective on the fascinating Princess Royal. Princess Anne's choice of banana ripeness might surprise you. Unlike most who prefer bright yellow bananas, Princess Anne waits until they're almost black. She believes they're easier to digest and has a whole ritual around them. Her staff slices off the ends, cuts the peel lengthwise, and Anne eats the banana with a fork. This practical method, though unconventional, highlights her down-to-earth and independent nature. She's not afraid to break tradition in favor of personal comfort, even in the simple act of enjoying a banana. For a royal in-flight meal, you might expect caviar or champagne, but Princess Anne opts for something simpler. She loves tinned steak and kidney pies while flying a meal choice that's more camping trip than royal tour. According to a former pilot, this taste for a simple, hearty meal shows her preference for comfort over opulence, even at 30,000 feet. This modest habit underscores her genuine, down-to-earth character and her tendency to prioritize practical choices over luxury. If you're ever invited to dine with Princess Anne, don't expect a wide variety of side dishes. She's known for her love of simplicity and consistency, serving up the same side dishes: boiled potatoes and either peas or green beans time and again. This habit reflects her practical approach to life, which extends from her meals to her extensive royal duties. By sticking to classic sides, Princess Anne can focus on more significant matters, like her charitable work. For Princess Anne's 70th birthday, she revealed her favorite meal is deviled pheasant. This dish, far from the typical roast, involves poaching the pheasant, shredding it, and mixing it with whipped cream, mango chutney, and Worcestershire sauce. This unexpected blend of flavors demonstrates her adventurous palate and her connection to traditional British game cooking. Her choice of a hearty, rustic meal aligns with her down-to-earth image and her rural lifestyle as a devoted countrywoman. In an era of fast fashion, Princess Anne's wardrobe philosophy is refreshingly timeless. She's often seen wearing outfits she's had since the 1970s or 80s, making her a champion of sustainable fashion. Repeating her outfits is more than a style choice, it's a statement about sustainability and her commitment to reducing waste. Her practical and consistent approach to fashion shows her confidence and proves that classic style never goes out of date. One of Princess Anne's surprising food preferences is her love for kippers, a traditional smoked fish breakfast. So much so that she once wrote a thank you letter to a Yorkshire kipper company. This enthusiasm for the classic British dish highlights her appreciation for simple, traditional foods. Her habit of eating kippers aligns with her straightforward lifestyle, favoring nutritious and filling options over elaborate trends. Princess Anne's serious demeanor has softened over the years, but she's been known to show her playful side on occasion. In one memorable incident, a young Princess Anne was caught sticking her tongue out at onlookers, surprising even her mother, Queen Elizabeth. This playful act hints at a lighter, fun-loving side beneath her disciplined image, reminding us that even the most serious royals have moments of youthful mischief. Anne's children, Zara and Peter, affectionately call her a sponge due to her remarkable memory. Her ability to retain extensive information serves her well in her royal duties, allowing her to remember names, details, and conversations. This gift not only enhances her effectiveness as a royal representative, but also reflects her commitment to making personal connections with those she meets. Despite her age, Princess Anne's relentless work ethic remains unmatched. When asked if they'd encouraged her to take it easy, her daughter Zara joked, "Good luck." Her refusal to slow down reveals her deep sense of duty and dedication to the monarchy. Princess Anne thrives on her active lifestyle, embodying the spirit of resilience and service that has endeared her to fans and colleagues alike. Known for her straightforward nature, Princess Anne occasionally courts drama, particularly during her divorce from Mark Phillips. Unafraid to confront family matters, she was rumored to have considered addressing her brother Charles about his own marital troubles. This strong-willed habit shows her unwillingness to shy away from challenges, making her a figure of resilience in the face of royal conventions. Her sharp wit and direct language have made Princess Anne a standout figure in the royal family. Known for her no-nonsense replies, she's candid in her interactions, unafraid to speak her mind, even if it raises eyebrows. Her direct approach reflects a desire for authenticity and adds an engaging layer to her public persona. Unlike typical royal childhoods, Princess Anne's youth included hard work in the royal stables and equal treatment among the staff. This grounding experience instilled a robust work ethic that has shaped her life and royal duties. Her dedication and resilience are a testament to the values of hard work and humility that she embraced early on. As a child, Princess Anne sometimes sought reassurance from her caregivers, showing a softer, more vulnerable side. Moments like these reveal her humanity and the universal need for validation, even among royalty. It's touching to imagine her as a young princess, looking for comfort in a world of tradition and formality. Princess Anne's fluency in French exemplifies her dedication to diplomacy and cultural understanding. Her language skills allow her to communicate directly with French-speaking dignitaries, enhancing her international engagements. This habit demonstrates her commitment to building bridges and fostering goodwill beyond the UK. When appointed to the Order of the Garter in 1994, Princess Anne broke tradition by requesting the title of Knight rather than Lady. Her choice reflects a commitment to gender equality, demonstrating her willingness to challenge norms. This decision to honor her achievements on her own terms underlines her strength and individuality. In these unique habits, Princess Anne emerges as an individual who values tradition yet isn't afraid to challenge it. Her distinctive approach to royal life reminds us that even royals can have quirks that make them relatable. Which of her habits surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. As Prince George approaches his 11th birthday, a crucial moment in his academic journey is fast approaching. At this stage, he is about to embark on the next phase of his education, one that will have a significant influence on his future. For Prince George, turning 11 isn't just a number. It's a pivotal milestone marking the beginning of his transition from childhood into adolescence. This period will see him face several exams, and while he won't have to take the traditional 11+ exam that his father, Prince William, once did, there will still be other important tests to ensure his readiness for the next academic step. One of the advantages George has over many students is that his family can afford to be more flexible with school choices. Unlike most children who may have had to apply to schools years in advance, George will have the luxury of choosing from the best institutions without the pressure of strict deadlines. This privilege allows his parents to weigh all options carefully, without the same constraints that other families may face. For the royal family, this choice is not only about education, but also about security and logistics. If George and his parents opt for Eton College, a prestigious school that has educated several members of the royal family, they will likely have the added benefit of enhanced security. Eton's location within close proximity to Windsor Castle means that the same stringent security measures used for other royals can be applied, ensuring that George's education remains private and protected. However, sending George to Eton may not be as straightforward as it seems. While it is a well-regarded school and one that many of George's future friends might attend, Catherine, Princess of Wales, may have mixed feelings about the idea of sending her son to a boarding school. Her personal concerns could make her hesitant to send George away, especially considering her own close-knit family values. It is also possible that Prince William might share some reservations, although the couple has generally made decisions about their children's upbringing in harmony, as evidenced by their shared choices regarding their children's education and upbringing. Catherine's concerns are valid. As a mother, she is likely to have mixed emotions when it comes to her children's schooling. With 3 energetic young children, the thought of long school holidays might bring a sense of both excitement and trepidation. These extended breaks require careful planning to keep the children entertained and engaged, especially in a household where routine plays a key role in maintaining family balance. Private schools like Eton, known for their long holidays, offer flexibility but also present challenges, such as the need for additional support when the children are not in school. Eton's history with the British royal family is well established. Both Prince William and Prince Harry attended the school, as did Prince Charles before them, although Charles had a different experience, having spent time at Gordonston School in Scotland. While Charles's time at Gordonston is often remembered as difficult, William and Harry's experiences at Eton were notably more positive. William, in particular, thrived academically and socially, forming lasting friendships. However, sending George to Eton presents a new set of challenges, as Catherine may be reluctant to send her son so far away from home. With her deep ties to her family and her personal values, she might prefer to keep George close by, especially given the importance of family unity. Given the proximity of Eton to Windsor, where the family resides, sending George there could provide a good compromise. He would be able to attend a prestigious school while still remaining relatively close to home, which would be reassuring for both Catherine and William. The school's proximity would also mean that Prince Louis and Princess Charlotte could stay at their current school, avoiding any major disruptions in their education and routine. Security is another critical factor in the decision-making process. As members of the royal family, the children will always be under intense scrutiny, and their security needs are paramount. For this reason, the royal family is likely to choose schools where security measures are already in place, ensuring that the children's education and daily lives are protected. George, Charlotte, and Louis are currently attending school together at Lambrook School, and keeping the children at the same school helps reduce security concerns. When it comes to choosing a school, there are also the practical considerations of entrance exams. Schools like Eton require candidates to pass entrance exams and interviews. While Eton is renowned for its academic rigor, it is not the only option available to the royals. Other schools, including Kate's former school, Marlborough College, might also be considered. The royal family has many options, but it is clear that they will choose the best fit for each child. George, in particular, is a more reserved and shy child compared to his sister Charlotte, who exudes confidence. This contrast in personalities could influence the decision on which school would suit him best. While some might question the wisdom of sending George to an all-boys school in today's world, both Catherine and William are likely to prioritize their children's individual needs over tradition. This means that they might lean towards a coeducational school or a more progressive institution that can offer a balanced and modern educational experience. However, they are also well aware of the importance of history and tradition, and it is likely that George will attend a school that offers both strong academics and a sense of heritage. Beyond the choices of Eton and Markle, there are many excellent schools available to George and his siblings. The royal family enjoys a level of privilege that allows them to select from a broad range of institutions. Whether they choose a traditional boarding school or a more progressive one, their priority will be to ensure the children receive the best education possible. William and Catherine are keen to ensure that their children are well prepared for the future, which might include subjects like science, history, languages, and engineering, subjects that will equip them to understand the world and contribute meaningfully to society. William's experience at Eton was generally positive. He made lasting friendships and enjoyed academic success, benefiting from a supportive environment that helped him thrive. In contrast, Harry's time at Eton was more challenging, as he struggled to align with the school's academic demands. Diana, in her desire for Harry to succeed, believed that attending Eton would prevent him from being seen as less capable, but it proved to be a difficult experience for him. This contrast in their experiences underscores the fact that each child is different, and the choice of school should be tailored to suit their individual strengths and challenges. Although the royal children are surrounded by a large support network, including tutors and nannies, their parents remain highly involved in their education. While there may be additional help when needed, William and Catherine are known to be hands-on parents, ensuring that their children are raised with the values they hold dear. Despite their privileged position, they strive to maintain a normal family life, even if that means managing the school run themselves and taking turns with the daily routine. As the school holidays come to a close, Catherine may feel a sense of relief as she returns to a more predictable routine. Like many mothers, the end of the holidays may provide a welcome break, allowing her to focus on the school run and spend time with her children. Given the challenges she has faced in recent months, including her health battles, returning to this familiar routine might provide her with a sense of stability. As the new school year begins, we can expect to see her more involved in the children's daily lives, though she may still take some time to rest when needed. Throughout this period, the support of her parents, the Middletons, has been invaluable. Catherine's family has been a vital source of help, providing assistance when necessary and allowing her to focus on her health and recovery. Their presence has allowed William and Catherine to balance family life with the demands of royal duties, creating a stable and nurturing environment for their children. Despite the challenges they face, the royal couple remains committed to raising their children in a loving and supportive environment, ensuring that they are well prepared for whatever the future holds. Princess Diana's funeral was one of the most publicized and poignant events in modern history, a moment where the world came together to mourn the loss of a beloved figure. However, King Charles faced heavy scrutiny for his actions during that tragic day, and his decisions sparked widespread debate. His behavior, ranging from his distant and unemotional demeanor to his strained interactions with Diana's family, left a lasting stain on his public image. To this day, people are still questioning his choices and wondering what motivated his actions. Was he detached because of royal protocol? Or was there something more personal at play? In this video, we'll dive deep into the 15 biggest mistakes King Charles made during Princess Diana's funeral, a day that will forever be remembered. Failing to show sufficient emotion. Perhaps one of the most glaring mistakes was King Charles's apparent emotional detachment during Princess Diana's funeral. The world was watching as millions mourned the loss of a cultural icon, yet King Charles was seen as stoic, distant, and emotionless. Critics felt that his lack of visible grief seemed out of touch with the deep sorrow felt by the public and Diana's family. Royal protocol may demand a level of formality, but the sheer weight of the moment called for a more personal, vulnerable response. Instead, Charles's restrained demeanor only deepened the perception that he was disconnected from the intense emotions surrounding his ex-wife's tragic death. It was a missed opportunity to show the world that he understood the pain of the moment and was human like the rest of the mourners. Distance from Princess Diana's family. Another significant issue was the distance King Charles maintained from the Spencer family, especially Diana's brother, Earl Spencer. Diana's family was visibly emotional throughout the mourning period, and their presence offered a sense of unity and strength. King Charles, however, appeared emotionally and physically distant from them, contributing to an already tense relationship between the royal family and Diana's relatives. The lack of solidarity between the two families only added to the feeling that King Charles was not in tune with the gravity of the loss, and that his personal grievances overshadowed the collective grief of those closest to Diana. Ignoring Princess Diana's public appeal. Princess Diana wasn't just a member of the royal family, she was a global icon. Her work with charity and her ability to connect with everyday people made her the people's princess, a figure beloved across the world. Yet many felt that King Charles failed to recognize this widespread adoration. His actions during the funeral appeared to treat the event as a royal affair, rather than a global moment of collective mourning. His failure to acknowledge the immense public grief further alienated him from the people, reinforcing the idea that he was out of touch with how deeply Diana had impacted the world. Perceived insincerity in his tributes. When King Charles spoke about Princess Diana during the funeral, many found his words lacking in warmth and sincerity. The public was acutely aware of the troubled nature of their marriage, and his comments seemed to reflect that emotional distance. His tributes were seen as cold and calculated, lacking the genuine compassion many expected him to display. This emotional detachment overshadowed the moment and further disappointed the public, especially since Diana's death had left such a deep impact. King Charles missed an opportunity to convey the depth of the loss, not just as a member of the royal family, but as the father of her children. Lack of public grieving with his sons. The image of Prince William and Prince Harry walking behind their mother's coffin was one of the most heartbreaking moments of the funeral. Yet, King Charles was criticized for his lack of visible emotion and support for his sons during this incredibly difficult time. While the public understands that grief manifests differently for each individual, many believe that King Charles should have shown more compassion and comfort to his young sons, especially during such a public moment. His emotional absence from his children's side, particularly as they were left to mourn in the public eye, further damaged his reputation and cast doubt on his role as a father and a grieving husband. Underestimating public backlash. In the aftermath of Princess Diana's death, King Charles significantly underestimated the backlash from the public. The royal family's response to the tragedy was slow, and the public's grief was met with what many saw as indifference. The people had loved Diana deeply, and her loss was not only a family tragedy but a national and international one. King Charles's reluctance to engage with the mourning public only fueled criticism, highlighting a widening gap between the monarchy and the people it served. His failure to understand the depth of public feeling caused him to miscalculate the situation, with long-lasting consequences for his reputation. Handling of funeral preparations. Reports circulated that King Charles was minimally involved in the funeral preparations, a fact that surprised many considering his close relationship with Diana, despite their separation. For an event of such magnitude, many expected him to take a more hands-on approach, ensuring that Diana's legacy was honored in the right way. However, much of the planning was reportedly left to others, particularly the Spencer family. This detachment only served to reinforce the perception that King Charles was more concerned with maintaining royal protocol than with personally honoring Diana's memory. His failure to take charge of the funeral arrangements suggested a lack of personal investment in ensuring that the day reflected who Diana truly was. Late response to the tragedy. When the news of Princess Diana's death first broke, the world was stunned. However, the royal family, including King Charles, was slow to respond publicly. The extended silence following the tragedy was seen as a significant misstep. The public expected some form of acknowledgement or leadership from the monarchy, but they were met with an eerie silence. By the time King Charles addressed the tragedy, it felt too little, too late. His delay in expressing grief or offering reassurance left many feeling abandoned, and the public's frustration only grew as a result. This misjudgment further alienated King Charles from the people he was supposed to represent. Disapproval of Princess Diana's memorial plans. Tension also arose regarding the memorial plans for Princess Diana. Reports suggested that King Charles and the Spencer family disagreed on several aspects of the funeral and memorial arrangements. The details of these disputes were kept largely private, but the very fact that there was tension between the royal family and Diana's family during such a sensitive time added to the sense of division. Many saw this as an inability on King Charles's part to let go of past grievances and come together with Diana's family to honor her life. This lack of unity sent the message that the royal family was more focused on tradition than on honoring Diana's life and legacy in a meaningful way. Absence of personal touch. While the Spencer family added personal touches to the funeral, such as readings and music that Diana loved, King Charles maintained a more formal approach. His decision to avoid contributing something personal or heartfelt to the ceremony left many feeling that he had failed to fully honor Diana's memory. The public wanted to see more than just a formal, royal tribute. They wanted to see a man who had been Diana's husband and the father of her children, someone who understood her humanity and her impact. Instead, King Charles's adherence to royal protocol seemed to place tradition above emotional connection, further alienating him from the public's sympathy. Rumored tension with Queen Elizabeth. Speculation surrounding King Charles's relationship with Queen Elizabeth during the funeral planning process added another layer of controversy. Reports suggested that there was tension between them regarding how the funeral should be conducted, which only served to complicate an already difficult situation. The public was looking for unity and leadership from the monarchy, but instead, rumors of discord between King Charles and his mother emerged. This internal conflict, whether real or imagined, highlighted the broader challenges the royal family faced in managing both Diana's death and the public's overwhelming grief. It created a further divide between King Charles and the people, undermining the monarchy's authority. Refusal to engage with mourners. In the days leading up to the funeral, King Charles was criticized for not engaging with the thousands of mourners who had gathered outside to pay their respects to Princess Diana. Hundreds of thousands of people laid flowers, left tributes, and expressed their sorrow for the loss of the woman who had touched their lives. Yet King Charles rarely stepped out to connect with the people, choosing instead to remain aloof. His failure to engage with the public during this time was seen as a missed opportunity to rebuild his relationship with the people, many of whom had been deeply hurt by the events leading up to Diana's death. By not showing empathy and connecting with the mourners, King Charles's emotional distance from the public only deepened the divide. Separation from the Spencer family during the procession. During the funeral procession, observers noted the physical distance between King Charles and the Spencer family. While Earl Spencer walked closely behind his sister's coffin, King Charles kept a notable distance. This separation was interpreted by many as a reflection of the emotional and familial distance between the two families. Given the personal nature of the loss and the public nature of the event, many felt that King Charles should have walked in unity with Diana's family to show respect for her and her loved ones. Instead, his physical distance seemed to symbolize the emotional divide that had long existed between him and the Spencers. Failing to acknowledge Princess Diana's charitable work. Princess Diana's humanitarian work, which included advocacy for landmine victims and AIDS patients, was one of the most defining aspects of her life. However, King Charles's tributes failed to adequately acknowledge this side of her legacy. Many felt that her charity work should have been given more prominence during the funeral, both as a tribute to her and as a message to the world about the importance of her humanitarian efforts. His failure to highlight this aspect of her life suggested that, for King Charles, Diana's legacy was more about her role within the royal family than her extraordinary contributions to society. this oversight only served to diminish the full scope of Diana's impact, reducing her memory to a personal loss rather than a global one. Overemphasis on royal protocol. Finally, many critics argued that King Charles was too focused on adhering to royal protocol and tradition during the funeral, rather than prioritizing the emotional significance of the event. While royal customs are an important part of the monarchy, Princess Diana's death was a time for the royal family to show a more personal side, and King Charles's commitment to formality made him appear out of touch with the emotional needs of the moment. The overemphasis on protocol and procedure, rather than on the public's need for empathy and connection, is seen as one of the most significant missteps he made during the funeral. The mistakes made by King Charles during Princess Diana's funeral were felt around the world and left an indelible mark on his reputation. While he was not the only one under scrutiny during that painful time, his actions or lack thereof played a significant role in the public's perception of him as a monarch. His emotional detachment, failure to engage with mourners, and the tension with Diana's family created a sense of distance and alienation, both from the public and from his former wife's loved ones. These mistakes would linger long after the funeral, reminding us all that leadership during times of grief requires more than just ceremonial duty. It requires empathy, compassion, and connection with the people we serve. Princess Charlotte, the vibrant daughter of Prince William and Princess Catherine, has been winning hearts since her birth. Frequently seen at royal events alongside her brothers Prince George and Prince Louis, Charlotte's confident and lively nature has endeared her to royal fans everywhere. Recently, Prince William shared a heartwarming secret about Charlotte that left everyone surprised. Join us as we uncover this secret and delve into the life of this remarkable young princess. Prince William and Princess Catherine, celebrated globally for their fairy tale romance, expanded their family with the arrival of Princess Charlotte on May 2, 2015. Born at 8:34 a.m. at St. Mary's Hospital in London, Charlotte's birth was met with widespread joy. London landmarks lit up in pink, and gun salutes marked the occasion. Her name, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, honors key family members: her grandfather Charles, her great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II, and her late grandmother Princess Diana. Just 2 days after her birth, the world learned her name, cementing her place in royal history. Charlotte's christening on July 5, 2015, at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham was a deeply significant event. The venue, where Princess Diana was also baptized, highlighted the family's enduring connection to Diana's legacy. The ceremony, officiated by the Archbishop of Canterbury, brought together close family and friends in celebration of the young princess. During her early years, Charlotte lived with her family at Anmere Hall in Norfolk, where her parents prioritized a quiet, countryside upbringing. In 2017, the family moved to Kensington Palace in London, balancing private family life with public royal duties. Charlotte's education began at Wilcox Nursery School in 2018, with her mother Catherine capturing her first day in adorable photographs. In 2019, she joined her brother George at Thomas's School in Battersea, where she was affectionately known as Charlotte Cambridge. After relocating to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor in 2022, Charlotte and her siblings began attending Lambrook School, allowing them to enjoy a more peaceful environment while staying connected to their royal responsibilities. From an early age, Charlotte displayed a bold and sassy personality, whether giving a playful wave to the crowd or confidently interacting with her siblings. Her charm shines through in every public appearance. Charlotte's cheeky antics, such as playfully sticking out her tongue at an event or her firm glare at paparazzi, have earned her the affectionate title Queen of Sass. Her confidence extends to royal duties as well. At just 1 year old, Charlotte embarked on her first official tour to Canada in 2016, showcasing her natural ease during public engagements. Over the years, she has participated in numerous events, effortlessly stealing the spotlight with her vivacious demeanor. As Princess Charlotte grows, her personality continues to captivate audiences worldwide. She balances the expectations of royal life with a refreshingly lively spirit, embodying the best of both worlds. Whether playing with her brothers, assisting younger Prince Louis during public appearances, or charming onlookers with her confident gestures, Charlotte is undoubtedly a star in the making. As the royal family arrived at a christening event, photographers eagerly snapped away at the scene. However, young Princess Charlotte wasn't having any of it. With a bold declaration of "You're not coming," she paired her words with a withering look that was equal parts amusing and stern. Even at her young age, Charlotte made it clear she knew how to set boundaries. That fierce glare seemed to say it all: don't mess with Princess Charlotte. Charlotte's playful side often shines during lighter moments. During the 2019 King's Cup Regatta, she made headlines when she cheekily stuck her tongue out at the crowd. Captured on camera, the moment showed her giggling as her mother, Kate Middleton, quickly pulled her away from the window, attempting to restore order. This brief act of rebellion had everyone laughing and cemented Charlotte's reputation as delightfully sassy. Another classic example of her cheeky spirit came during the 2023 Christmas Day walk. As the royal family strolled past crowds of well-wishers, Charlotte made it clear she wasn't in the mood for the photographers. With a sharp side-eye, she firmly reminded everyone of her no-nonsense attitude. Though a princess, Charlotte already shows she knows how to set boundaries with the confidence of a queen. But it's not just her sass that defines Charlotte. She also exhibits signs of leadership and poise, even when surrounded by her family. During Queen Elizabeth's decades of life, her state funeral, a touching moment unfolded between Charlotte and her older brother, Prince George. Standing side by side, Charlotte was seen gently instructing George on when to bow as the Queen's coffin passed by. This quiet but assertive act highlighted her natural confidence and ability to take charge, even in solemn moments. One of Charlotte's most memorable displays of determination happened during the 2019 Christmas service. After receiving a bouquet of flowers, she was visibly delighted with the gift. When someone attempted to take them away, Charlotte clutched the bouquet tightly and firmly said no. This endearing yet resolute moment encapsulated her strong-willed personality, endearing her to the public even more. Charlotte's expressive nature has often been a topic of conversation. Her signature side eye has even drawn comparisons to Princess Diana, known for her piercing looks. At King Charles III's coronation, Charlotte's pursed lips and sharp gaze, caught on camera, left many wondering what thoughts lay behind her expression. Such subtle but powerful nonverbal cues continue to draw parallels between Charlotte and her late grandmother. During annual Trooping the Colour events, Charlotte's relatable reactions add a touch of charm to royal tradition. As jets roar overhead during the flypast, she covers her ears with exaggerated disgust, a reaction that has become a beloved part of the festivities. These small, relatable gestures showcase her individuality, even amidst the grandeur of royal duties. Charlotte's quick wit and confidence have also shone in public engagements. During a visit to Cardiff Castle, she was offered the opportunity to conduct an orchestra, performing "We Don't Talk About Bruno" from Disney's Encanto. Without hesitation, Charlotte took the baton and confidently led the orchestra, delighting onlookers with her poise. Another memorable moment occurred at Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee pageant. Charlotte wanted to switch seats to sit closer to her father, Prince William. When her older brother George initially ignored her request, William intervened, asking George to move. Charlotte's smug, satisfied smile afterward perfectly captured her ability to get what she wants with little effort. Though known for her sass, Charlotte has plenty of moments of carefree joy. At Pippa Middleton's wedding, she charmed attendees by sticking out her tongue and pulling funny faces. Similarly, during a party for military families in 2016, she excitedly ran toward a balloon display, gleefully hitting them with delight. These moments remind everyone that behind the royal poise, Charlotte is still a child enjoying life's simple pleasures. Even in quieter moments, Charlotte's charisma shines. Prince William once revealed how his daughter's attitude changed after she turned 6. When asked to do something she wasn't interested in, Charlotte sassily replied, "I'm 6 now, I'll do what I want." This playful independence and self-assuredness make her stand out among the royal children. While Charlotte is a tough and spirited girl in public, she remains her father's princess at heart. Prince William reportedly has a softer, more affectionate view of his only daughter, far removed from her bold public persona. Charlotte's blend of sass, charm, and confidence ensures that she continues to capture hearts while carving her unique place in the royal family. Princess Charlotte often exudes a mix of poise, confidence, and a touch of shyness during royal events. However, behind the regal appearances, her father, Prince William, sees her as a lively, curious, and affectionate little girl. The bond they share is truly unique, reflecting a close father-daughter relationship that many admire. From the very beginning, William has been a source of guidance and support for Charlotte, ensuring she feels secure even under the pressures of the royal spotlight. Unlike the traditionally reserved demeanor expected of royals, Charlotte is unafraid to lean on her dad, both emotionally and physically. Sweet moments between them have been captured by cameras over the years, highlighting their deep connection. William's love for his daughter shines in these interactions, whether it's through casual hand-holding, gentle hugs, or warm smiles. One memorable instance of their bond was during the Women's World Cup, when William and Charlotte teamed up to record a heartfelt video message cheering on England's women's soccer team, the Lionesses. Sitting on a garden bench, Charlotte held a soccer ball while William wrapped his arm around her. As William wished the team good luck, Charlotte enthusiastically echoed his message, giving the world a glimpse of their strong connection. A father and daughter united by shared enthusiasm. Another tender moment unfolded during King Charles III's first Trooping the Colour. Although William arrived separately from Kate and the children, he wasted no time reuniting with them on the Buckingham Palace balcony. Upon seeing Charlotte, he placed his hands gently on her shoulders, and she instinctively leaned closer, silently seeking comfort from her dad amidst the grandeur of the occasion. William's parenting style also shines during everyday moments. In 2022, Charlotte enjoyed a solo outing with her parents at the Commonwealth Games. On that day, William personally piloted a helicopter with Charlotte on board, and later joined her in watching a hockey match. At one point, he lovingly smoothed a stray strand of her hair back into place, a small gesture that spoke volumes about his attentive and caring nature as a father. While William humorously admits that styling Charlotte's hair is a challenge and not his strong suit, he makes a heartfelt effort, even attempting ponytails for her. Beyond public appearances, William frequently shares insights into Charlotte's personality, introducing the world to her playful and spirited side. These glimpses show that, while she might appear as a polished young royal, Charlotte is, above all, a lively child cherished deeply by her father. Their bond holds an even deeper connection, as William recently revealed a touching secret about Charlotte that ties back to his late mother, Princess Diana. This revelation underscores the profound attachment he feels for his daughter and the special link she holds to his beloved mother. But more on that later. Charlotte also shares a close relationship with her brothers Prince George and Prince Louis. George, as the eldest sibling, has embraced a naturally protective role. This was evident during Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee celebrations, when an 8-year-old George rode in a carriage with Charlotte and Louis. His watchful demeanor and gentle nature stood out as he kept an eye on his younger siblings, particularly little Louis, who was just beginning to join the family at public events. Reports after the event noted George's protective instincts, with insiders revealing that he often helps his mother, Kate, with household chores and nurtures his siblings with care. Charlotte's bond with Louis is equally heartwarming. The two are often seen giggling and whispering to each other during family outings. As the older sister, Charlotte has taken on a guiding role, frequently playing with and looking after her younger brother. One of the most endearing moments between the siblings occurred during the family's annual Christmas celebrations at Sandringham, where their joy and camaraderie were on full display. These glimpses into the lives of William, Charlotte, and her brothers show a family deeply connected, balancing the weight of royal duty with genuine love and affection. Their relationships not only captivate the public, but also reveal the warmth and humanity behind the crown. On Christmas Day, a touching moment unfolded when Prince Louis joined the royal family at the church service for the first time. Observers noted how Prince George instinctively acted as a protector for his younger brother, while Princess Charlotte stepped in to guide Louis, ensuring he felt included and at ease. This heartwarming display showcased the siblings' close bond and supportive dynamic. Though each royal child has their own distinct interests, Charlotte and Louis share a delightful connection that sets them apart from George. During a visit to BAFTA headquarters in London, Prince William revealed an adorable family detail. While George enjoys gaming, Charlotte and Louis are avid movie enthusiasts. Their shared love for films has brought them closer, as they often spend time watching their favorite movies together. Charlotte's talents don't stop there. It's been noted that she has a remarkable singing voice and has been spotted singing along to songs from popular films like Encanto. Whether she's singing or sharing movie nights with Louis, these moments have helped the younger siblings form a strong bond. Prince William and Princess Kate are committed to raising their children with a modern, balanced approach, striving to provide them with as normal a childhood as possible. They aim to nurture a strong sibling dynamic, ensuring their children's different destinies, as royals don't create unnecessary divides. As the eldest, Prince George's role as the future king inevitably draws comparisons to his sister, Charlotte. Royal experts believe William and Kate are taking steps to encourage all their children to pursue their unique interests and passions. Charlotte, much like her mother Catherine, may have the freedom to choose her own path, whether as a working royal or pursuing a career outside traditional royal duties. However, an age-old royal tradition may soon affect the siblings' bond, as Prince George approaches his 12th birthday in 2025. A long-standing rule could alter how the royal children travel together. This rule, designed to protect the royal lineage, prohibits heirs to the throne from traveling together. In the event of an accident, once George turns 12, he may no longer share flights with Charlotte or Louis without special permission from King Charles. This regulation also impacted Prince William during his own childhood, as he began traveling separately from his family at the age of 12. Despite this, the bond between George and Charlotte is likely to remain strong, with George becoming even more protective of his younger siblings as they grow into their roles. Among the many delightful revelations about Princess Charlotte, her love for dance has captivated royal fans. Like her late grandmother, Princess Diana, Charlotte shares a passion for the performing arts, particularly ballet and tap. Prince William has fondly spoken about Charlotte's joy when dancing, describing her as warm and full of life. In 2022, it was revealed that Catherine personally took Charlotte to ballet classes in London, where the princess could enjoy the experience like any other child. These outings allowed Charlotte to immerse herself in routines, build friendships, and learn discipline, all while exploring her passion for dance. Charlotte's talents extend beyond the arts. She's also an active sports enthusiast, enjoying football and rugby. During an episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Rugby, Kate shared her pride in Charlotte's participation in these sports, emphasizing the importance of encouraging girls to engage in activities traditionally dominated by boys. With her vibrant personality, varied interests, and supportive family, Princess Charlotte is poised to carve her own unique path in the royal family. Whether pursuing her love for dance, sports, or other endeavors, she exemplifies the modern approach to royal upbringing, championed by William and Kate. If you had to describe Charlotte in 3 words based on what you've learned, what would they be? Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more royal updates. The British royal family has long captured the imagination of people worldwide with its fascinating blend of tradition, drama, and modernity. Often likened to a real-life soap opera, its inner workings are shrouded in intrigue, fueled by decades of family rivalries, controversial relationships, and unexpected revelations. Recently, yet another chapter unfolded when a Princess Anne shook the royal household to its core. This confidential communication, reportedly intended for Princess Catherine, sheds light on the late Queen's vision for the future of the monarchy and reveals the complicated dynamics between its key players. While Queen Camilla currently holds the title of Queen Consort, it appears that the late monarch never saw her as the rightful bearer of such a position. Instead, Queen Elizabeth's trust and hopes rested on Catherine, the Princess of Wales, a figure she viewed as embodying the grace, dedication, and resilience necessary to carry forward her legacy. This revelation, delivered during a family summit at Balmoral Castle, has sparked whispers of a potential shift in the monarchy's The Balmoral Summit, traditionally a quiet retreat for the royal family, took a dramatic turn when Princess Anne disclosed a secret message from her late mother. Known for her forthright nature and steadfast loyalty, Anne has often been a silent force within the family. Her relationship with Queen Elizabeth was built on decades of mutual trust and understanding, making her the ideal confidant for such sensitive matters. Anne revealed that Queen Elizabeth had entrusted her with a message to deliver to Princess Catherine. While the precise details of the message remain undisclosed, sources suggest it revolved around Catherine's growing role in the monarchy. The late Queen reportedly admired Catherine's humility, resilience, and ability to balance her royal duties with her responsibilities as a mother. These qualities reminded the Queen of herself and were seen as vital traits for the monarchy's future. The atmosphere at Balmoral changed dramatically after Anne's announcement. Queen Camilla, who has faced years of public scrutiny and familial challenges, was reportedly shaken. Camilla's rise to her current position has been fraught with controversy, particularly given her history as the other woman in Prince Charles and Princess Diana's tumultuous marriage. While Camilla has worked tirelessly to rehabilitate her image through charity work and public appearances, her position within the family remains complex. Catherine Elizabeth Middleton, now the Princess of Wales, has had a remarkable journey from a middle-class upbringing to becoming one of the most beloved figures in the British monarchy. Born in Reading, England, in 1982, Catherine grew up in a supportive family environment that emphasized hard work and perseverance. Her parents, Michael and Carol Middleton, were self-made entrepreneurs who instilled in their children a strong sense of responsibility and ambition. Catherine attended the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, where she met Prince William. Their relationship, though not without its challenges, blossomed into a love story that captured the public's imagination. Following a brief breakup, the couple reconciled and announced their engagement in 2010. Their wedding at Westminster Abbey in April 2011 was a global spectacle, watched by millions and solidifying Catherine's place in the royal family. Since joining the monarchy, Catherine has focused on issues close to her heart, including mental health, early childhood development, and addiction awareness. She is widely praised for her hands-on approach to parenting and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Her natural warmth and dedication to her role have drawn comparisons to Princess Diana, further endearing her to the public. Queen Elizabeth's faith in Catherine was evident not only in her private communications but also in her symbolic gestures. Throughout her reign, the late monarch demonstrated her confidence in Catherine through acts that underscored her future role. For instance, she gifted Catherine the coronation necklace and earrings, heirlooms with deep historical significance. These pieces, associated with Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth's own coronation, were not just items of immense value, but also symbols of trust and continuity. The late Queen reportedly saw in Catherine the qualities she believed essential for the monarchy's stability. Her humility, grace, and resilience in the face of public scrutiny reminded the Queen of her own approach to the crown. These qualities made Catherine not just a beloved public figure, but also a pivotal force within the royal family. While the Queen's support for Catherine brought comfort to many, it also highlighted the underlying tensions within the family. Queen Camilla, in particular, has faced a challenging journey. Her controversial relationship with Charles, coupled with years of public criticism, has left her in a precarious position. Despite her efforts to rebuild her image, including extensive charitable work, Camilla has often been overshadowed by Catherine's popularity and public appeal. The Balmoral summit only served to exacerbate these tensions. Anne's disclosure of the late Queen's message was a stark reminder of the dynamics at play. While Catherine's position within the family has grown stronger, Camilla's role as Queen Consort remains fraught with challenges, both public and private. Adding another layer of complexity is the decades-long rivalry between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla. Their relationship dates back to the 1970s, when Anne was romantically involved with Andrew Parker Bowles, Camilla's first husband. Although Anne and Andrew eventually parted ways, they remained close friends, a fact that reportedly caused friction between Anne and Camilla. Over the years, this rivalry has manifested in subtle yet significant ways. Anne, fiercely loyal to her mother and deeply committed to her royal duties, has often been skeptical of Camilla's place within the family. This skepticism was reportedly on full display during Charles and Camilla's wedding, where Anne appeared distant and aloof. Catherine's role within the royal family has not been without its challenges. In early 2024, she faced a personal health crisis, undergoing major abdominal surgery and later revealing a cancer diagnosis. This news sent shockwaves through the nation, but also highlighted Catherine's resilience and the public's deep affection for her. Throughout her treatment, Catherine maintained a low profile, focusing on her recovery while continuing to fulfill her royal duties as much as possible. Her decision to share her health journey with the public was met with widespread support and admiration, further solidifying her position as a beloved figure. As the royal family navigates this period of transition under King Charles III, the late Queen's vision for Catherine's role becomes increasingly clear. Queen Elizabeth's trust in Catherine was not just a personal endorsement, but a statement about the future of the monarchy. Her support for Catherine underscores the importance of qualities like humility, resilience, and dedication in ensuring the crown's longevity. The ongoing tensions within the family, including the rivalry between Anne and Camilla, reflect the broader challenges of maintaining unity and stability within the monarchy. However, Catherine's rise to prominence offers a beacon of hope. Her ability to balance tradition with modernity, coupled with her genuine connection to the public, positions her as a key figure in shaping the monarchy's future. The British royal family remains a source of fascination and intrigue, embodying the complex interplay of history, tradition, and personal relationships. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, stands at the center of this evolving narrative. Her journey from a commoner to a pivotal member of the monarchy highlights the adaptability and resilience required to navigate the pressures of royal life. Queen Elizabeth's trust in Catherine, as demonstrated through both private messages and public gestures, serves as a testament to her belief in Catherine's ability to uphold the monarchy's values. As the public continues to watch Catherine's journey, one thing is clear: she embodies the qualities that the late Queen valued most, ensuring that the legacy of the crown remains secure for generations to come. The British royal family has always been a subject of public fascination, generating rumors, intrigue, and heated debates. However, Recent reports about a hypothetical phone call between Prince William and Queen Camilla, during which the heir to the throne allegedly said, "I am the new king. You have no titles," again, have sparked a whirlwind of speculation and media attention. If true, this incident would not merely be a family dispute, but a reflection of the underlying tensions within the British monarchy. What lies behind these words? Why have they caused such a stir? Let's delve into the situation. Camilla, the Queen Consort, has long been one of the most polarizing figures in the royal family. Her journey to the throne was fraught with challenges and public scrutiny. After her marriage to Charles in 2005, she slowly earned public acceptance, though the road was far from smooth. Opinions about Camilla have always been divided. Some see her as a strong woman supporting the king, while others view her as a source of pain for Princes William and Harry, given her involvement in Charles's tumultuous relationship with Princess Diana. When Charles ascended the throne in 2022, Camilla was granted the title of Queen Consort, despite years of debate over whether she deserved such a role. For some, this title symbolized her triumph over the past. For others, it marked a new chapter in royal history, one in which Camilla occupies a position that would have belonged to Diana. As the heir to the throne, Prince William has always been seen as a beacon of stability and a symbol of hope for the monarchy's future. His popularity has grown thanks to his hard work, charitable endeavors, and commitment to preserving the traditions inherited from his predecessors. In recent years, however, William has shown an increasing willingness to push for reforms. He recognizes that for the monarchy to survive in a modern world, it must adapt. This includes not only reshaping its public image, but also reevaluating its internal dynamics. William's alleged statement about stripping Camilla of her titles could be interpreted as a reflection of his reformist stance. It may have been motivated by his desire to assert his future role as king, or by lingering family tensions tied to Diana's legacy. In the royal family, titles are not merely ceremonial. They are symbols of power, status, and influence. Stripping someone of their titles has always been viewed as a harsh measure, capable of severely damaging the reputation of the person involved. A recent example is the case of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who stepped back from their roles as senior royals. This decision became a symbol of their break with the monarchy and sparked widespread public reaction. In Camilla's case, the prospect of losing her titles would not only be a blow to her status, but also a challenge to the decisions made by King Charles. William's relationship with Camilla has always been complicated. To him, she remains a figure associated with the breakdown of his parents' marriage. Diana, Princess of Wales, was not only William's mother, but also a global icon of compassion and love. After her tragic death in 1997, William and Harry frequently emphasized that her memory holds a special place in their lives. Despite Camilla's efforts to earn their trust, she has always remained in Diana's shadow. If William truly made such a statement, it might reflect not only his desire to revisit Camilla's titles, but also his effort to protect his mother's legacy from being overshadowed. For King Charles III, this hypothetical conflict would represent a significant challenge. On one hand, he is duty-bound to defend his wife Camilla, who has stood by him for many years. On the other hand, he cannot afford to alienate his son, whose role as future king is crucial to the monarchy's survival. Charles has faced similar dilemmas in the past. His attempts to balance personal life with his royal responsibilities often led to difficult decisions. In this case, his response to William's alleged words will not only shape the internal dynamics of the family, but also influence public perception of the monarchy. As with other royal scandals, the British public has been sharply divided. Some support William, viewing him as a champion of justice and a reformist leader. Others believe Camilla has earned her title through her dedication and efforts to support the king. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds for heated debates. Many users emphasize the importance of honoring Diana's memory, while others argue that Camilla has already proven herself deserving of her role. The royal family has faced numerous crises throughout history, from the abdication of King Edward VI to divorces and scandals. These events have shaped the monarchy's image and its relationship with the public. Each crisis has served as a test of resilience, which the monarchy has either successfully navigated or used as a lesson for the future. If reports of the conflict between William and Camilla are accurate, this will mark yet another challenge for the royal family. The modern monarchy stands at a crossroads, to preserve age-old traditions or to adapt to the evolving expectations of society. As the future king, Prince William bears the responsibility of striking a balance between these two imperatives. This hypothetical incident underscores the need for open dialogue and compromise within the royal family. Regardless of the outcome, it will serve as an important chapter in the ongoing story of the British monarchy. The alleged statement by William about stripping Camilla of her titles remains a matter of speculation, yet it has already captured the attention of millions, raising important questions about power dynamics, family relationships, and the role of the monarchy in the 21st century. What are the next steps? Will new details emerge? How will the key players respond? The answers to these questions will shape the future of the British monarchy during this era of transformation. The British royal family has been rocked by a devastating loss, leaving many royals in deep grief. The sudden and unexpected death has sent shockwaves around the world. Among those affected is Prince Harry, currently in the United States, who is reportedly considering an emergency trip to be with his family. Just hours ago, the funeral of Thomas Kingston, husband of Lady Gabriella Kingston, daughter of the Duke and Duchess of Kent, was held. Kingston, a former hostage negotiator and royal financial advisor, was deeply committed to Crown and Country. The service, led by Reverend Canon Paul Wright, the sub-dean of the Royal Chapel, and accompanied by a sermon from former Bishop of London, Reverend Richard Carter, was described as somber and emotional. Following the hour-long ceremony, a private gathering allowed the family to grieve in a more intimate setting. Prince Harry had a close bond with Thomas Kingston, whom he greatly admired. Reports suggest he may fly to London in the coming hours to support his grieving family. The royal household is also facing growing concerns for King Charles III, who is said to be enduring his most challenging days amid a battle with cancer. Adding to the family's worries, Sarah Ferguson's recent skin cancer diagnosis has left many concerned. Meanwhile, an edited photo of Catherine, Princess of Wales, has fueled rumors about her health. Despite these challenges, Kate has reportedly made a strong recovery and is poised to take on an even greater role in the monarchy. In a surprising turn of events, Queen Camilla is reportedly stepping down from royal duties due to health concerns and the relentless demands of her role. This decision marks a significant shift in the royal family, potentially paving the way for Princess Catherine to take on more prominent responsibilities. Camilla's journey as queen consort has been one of resilience and transformation. By King Charles's side, she faced public scrutiny while embracing her duties with grace. Her role has been pivotal in ensuring the monarchy's stability, with ceremonial appearances, state visits, and her position as Counselor of State. However, recent tensions within the royal family, exacerbated by the king's health and Camilla's growing fatigue, have reportedly caused friction. A royal insider suggests that these conflicts have played a role in Camilla's decision to step back, potentially reshaping the monarchy's future. As Princess Catherine steps into a larger role, questions arise. How will her leadership influence the monarchy? What legacy will she leave for the crown? Stay tuned for updates as we continue to follow these evolving developments. Share your thoughts and leave messages of support for the royal family during these trying times. Don't forget to subscribe to Secrets of the Crown for the latest royal news and discussions. A significant transformation is taking place within the British royal family, marking the end of an era as the monarchy looks toward the future. Princess Catherine, returning to royal duties after bravely battling cancer, is poised to take on a more prominent role. Her strength, resilience, and unwavering dedication have deepened public admiration, positioning her as a key figure in shaping the monarchy's future. Known for modernizing tradition, Catherine embodies regal elegance while remaining relatable to the public. From leading mental health campaigns to championing early childhood development, her impact extends far beyond the palace walls, inspiring a generation eager for purpose in royal figures. As she steps into a more crucial role, her journey takes on new meaning, one that blends compassion with duty and tradition with progress. However, stepping into Queen Camilla's shoes will not be an easy feat. This role is deeply entrenched in tradition and carries the weight of ceremonial duties, diplomacy, and an expectation of unwavering dedication. How Catherine handles this transition will be crucial in shaping her legacy and the monarchy's future in the modern age. King Charles, aware of the need for fresh vision and the shifting public sentiment, supports these changes. Catherine's increased visibility signals a renewal of royal ideals, embracing progress while honoring the monarchy's deep-rooted traditions. But as the monarchy faces inevitable change, questions arise. Will Catherine's leadership usher in a new era of compassion and relatability? How will her modern outlook align with the expectations of the British people and global observers? The world watches as the Princess of Wales moves forward, embodying the essence of continuity and hope that defines the monarchy. Queen Camilla's retirement may mark the end of an era, but Catherine's rise promises a future full of possibilities, grace, and the enduring legacy of the crown. In a stunning twist, Princess Catherine has reportedly excluded Queen Camilla from royal duties following a heated dispute over Prince Harry. Sources reveal that the usually composed Catherine made this bold decision after Queen Camilla allegedly made offensive remarks about Prince Harry. While the details remain under wraps, the royal family's actions are increasingly difficult to interpret. Catherine, known for her diplomatic nature, was deeply troubled by the comments, which were said to have shaken her to her core. Acting swiftly to protect her family's harmony, Catherine took the rare step of sidelining Camilla from certain royal events. This decision sent shockwaves through the monarchy, already strained by ongoing personal tensions, particularly involving Prince Harry and Meghan. The drama surrounding this conflict reportedly reached a boiling point during King Charles's coronation. According to royal biographer Tom Bower, tensions flared over the guest list, with Catherine feeling slighted by Camilla's choices to invite more of her own family members. This perceived snub led to growing discontent within the royal household. At the coronation, seasoned royal watchers noticed that both Catherine and Prince William refrained from bowing to Camilla, marking a break from protocol and signaling underlying tensions. Further complications arose when, at a private coronation dinner, Princess Anne allegedly confronted Camilla over her new title as queen, insisting on addressing her as queen consort. This disagreement caused quite a stir among those present, adding to the mounting family tensions. As King Charles attempts to mediate, balancing loyalty to his wife with the need for family unity, Catherine finds herself at the center of one of the most turbulent periods of her royal life. With her recent battle against cancer and the ever-watchful eyes of the public, Catherine's strength is being tested like never before. Will this dispute alter relationships within the royal family? How will Camilla respond to her sidelining? And what impact will these tensions have on the future of the monarchy? Stay tuned as we continue to uncover more details about this unfolding palace drama, where tradition clashes with modernity, and the stakes are higher than ever before. The consequences could be transformative for the royal family and the future of the crown. Greetings, dear friends. Today we bring you some dramatic and startling updates from the British royal family. Buckingham Palace is abuzz with turmoil, and the unfolding events are nothing short of extraordinary. Prepare yourselves because this story promises to be both emotional and thought-provoking. Let's dive into the details. First, the royal family seems to be navigating through a storm of challenges, affecting both their personal lives and their public roles. King Charles III is reportedly facing a critical health issue. Rumors suggest a cancer diagnosis that has taken a toll on him. Meanwhile, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and Duchess Sarah Ferguson are also said to be struggling with their own health concerns, adding to the family's collective worries. While these health challenges are enough to stir concern, there's more. Princess Anne, known for her resilience, narrowly escaped a cancer diagnosis, but recently suffered a serious fall from her horse during an event in Bristol. This incident has only amplified the anxiety felt within the royal circle and among the public. The emotional strain of these events cannot be overstated, especially considering the symbolic importance of each royal figure in British history and culture. Adding to this precarious situation are persistent rumors surrounding the state of King Charles III and Queen Camilla's marriage. Their union, often under public scrutiny since the days of Princess Diana, seems to be in a particularly rough patch. Reports of strained relations have been circulating for months, and now it appears that cracks in their relationship are becoming more evident. According to sources close to the palace, even Prince William has subtly acknowledged the challenges the royal couple is facing. The whispers of marital discord have only intensified in recent weeks. Queen Camilla has reportedly stepped back from her royal duties, citing stress and fatigue as her reasons. This decision coincides with Catherine, Princess of Wales, recovering from surgery, and King Charles grappling with his health issues. In the absence of these key figures, Prince William has emerged as the primary royal attending at social events, a responsibility that underscores the pressures placed on the next generation of the monarchy. This temporary reshuffling of roles has raised questions about the stability of the British royal family. How long can they maintain their responsibilities amidst such personal crises, and how might this affect their public image and the monarchy's future? Your thoughts are important, so we encourage you to share them in the comments below. Let us know how you think this turbulent period will impact the royal family and the nation they represent. Interestingly, despite the mounting challenges, Queen Camilla remains a steadfast supporter of her husband. However, her solo appearances at public events have sparked fresh speculation about the state of their marriage. Recently, King Charles made a significant trip to Ireland without Queen Camilla by his side, further fueling rumors of a strained relationship. Historically, their marriage has been a topic of fascination and debate, from their controversial beginnings to their eventual union after decades of ups and downs. Their relationship has always drawn attention. Now, it seems external pressures, family tensions, and health issues are testing their bond like never before. Prince William, ever the diplomat, has suggested that while King Charles will continue fulfilling his royal duties, Queen Camilla's appearances may become less frequent. This announcement has left many wondering, is reconciliation on the horizon, or are the royal couple inching closer to a separation? Such questions highlight the human side of the royal family. While they are symbols of stability and tradition, they are also individuals facing challenges that anyone might encounter in their personal lives. This period of uncertainty is a reminder of the pressures that come with living in the public eye. Now, let's talk about the reactions within the palace walls. Reports suggest that the tension between King Charles and Queen Camilla has escalated significantly. One anonymous palace insider has even claimed that Queen Camilla left the palace abruptly during a heated argument with the king. Accompanied by her security team, her departure underscored the gravity of their conflict. King Charles, known for his steadfast commitment to the monarchy, has reportedly stated that his decisions remain his own, even when they conflict with the advice of loved ones. This unwavering stance has led to friction not only with Queen Camilla, but also within the broader royal household. Meanwhile, Princess Anne has taken on additional responsibilities in light of her brother's health challenges. However, this shift has reportedly caused some tension as the royal family grapples with balancing tradition, duty, and personal well-being. Adding another layer to this unfolding drama are Princes William and Harry, whose relationship with their father and stepmother is being closely watched. Their opinions and actions could have far-reaching implications for the monarchy's future. It's worth noting that despite the challenges, Queen Camilla has not given up. She continues to advocate for King Charles's health and well-being, urging him to follow medical advice and take the necessary steps to recover. Her determination to support her husband, even amidst their disagreements, is a testament to her commitment to their partnership and the monarchy. As this royal drama unfolds, one thing is clear: the British royal family is facing one of its most challenging periods in recent history. The stakes are high, and the outcome of these events could have profound implications not just for the family, but for the nation they represent. We want to hear from you, our valued audience. Do you believe the royal family can overcome these challenges and emerge stronger? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a significant shift in the monarchy's future? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for staying with us and following these updates. Your support motivates us to bring you the most accurate and engaging stories. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news and debates. Together, we'll continue exploring the fascinating world of history, royalty, and beyond. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, thank you for watching. In early 2024, during the first half of the year, Prince William proposed a significant reorganization of the royal family. This initiative included financial reforms and a plan to bring younger family members into more active roles. A critical meeting was held to address these changes, but it sparked tensions within the monarchy. The strategy aimed to tackle the challenges posed by an aging royal family and the limited number of active royals available to fulfill their duties. Reports indicate that Queen Camilla strongly opposed certain aspects of the plan, particularly the removal of her relatives from the royal budget. She viewed the proposed changes as a direct threat to her family's influence and standing within the monarchy. Camilla also expressed frustration over the shift in power dynamics, which appeared to favor younger family members taking on more prominent roles. Her resistance underscored her belief that these changes undermined her position as queen. At the height of this conflict, tensions flared between Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine. A term describing Catherine appeared in a biography by a historian, highlighting the underlying discord. Camilla's opposition stemmed from her desire to preserve her family's power and privileges, while the financial restructuring threatened to exclude some of her relatives from royal funding. This move was seen by Camilla as a personal affront to her family's contributions and a diminishing of their role in supporting the monarchy. Adding to the complexity of the situation, credible sources revealed Queen Elizabeth II's wishes for the future of the monarchy. According to these accounts, Queen Elizabeth expressed her desire for Camilla to hold the title of Queen Consort, while envisioning Princess Catherine as the future Queen of the United Kingdom after Prince William's coronation. This revelation sparked widespread interest and excitement among royal fans, but caused significant stress for Camilla. During a meeting at Sandringham House, Queen Elizabeth reportedly shared her hopes for a smooth transition within the royal family. Her Platinum Jubilee letter emphasized her desire for Camilla to serve as Queen Consort, continuing her dedicated service alongside King Charles III. She also supported Princess Catherine's eventual ascension as Queen, ensuring continuity and stability within the monarchy. Prince Charles and Camilla were reportedly moved by the Queen's sentiments, appreciating her guidance and support. Princess Catherine has long been admired for her grace, dedication, and close relationship with Queen Elizabeth II. The late Queen's influence on Catherine was profound, as she discreetly offered advice to help Catherine prepare for her future role. Their bond grew stronger during Catherine's time at Kensington Palace, where she and Prince William enjoyed frequent visits with the Queen. Catherine's commitment to royal duties earned her recognition, including being appointed Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order in 2019. Catherine's early experiences in the royal family showcased her ability to adapt to its traditions, while maintaining her own sense of style and approachability. She made a lasting impression on Queen Elizabeth during her first Christmas at Sandringham, by gifting the Queen homemade chutney. This thoughtful gesture resonated deeply with the monarch, who valued such personal touches. Both Queen Elizabeth and Princess Catherine shared an appreciation for simplicity and practicality. The Queen, known for her economical approach, often reused clothing and accessories, a trait Catherine mirrored by seamlessly blending luxury and casual wear. This shared philosophy extended to their love of photography. As a child, Elizabeth received a box Brownie camera, sparking a lifelong interest in capturing moments. Similarly, Catherine's passion for photography led her to spearhead initiatives like the National Portrait Gallery's Hold Still project during the pandemic, creating a unique visual record of the UK's resilience. Sherry Hatburger. Throughout challenging times, both women demonstrated their ability to provide comfort and inspire the public. Catherine's efforts during the pandemic included visiting frontline medical staff and uplifting morale, while Queen Elizabeth's wartime speeches offered solace to a nation in crisis. Their shared commitment to service has left an indelible mark on the monarchy. The early years of Queen Elizabeth's marriage were often described as her happiest, and she hoped William and Catherine would experience similar joy. After their 2011 wedding, the couple initially lived a relatively simple life in Anglesey, where William worked as a search and rescue pilot. This period of normalcy helped them build a strong foundation for their future royal roles. As the monarchy evolves, Catherine's influence continues to grow. Her connection to Queen Elizabeth and her dedication to royal responsibilities have positioned her as a natural successor to the throne. Many view her as a symbol of continuity, embodying both modern values and traditional ideals. Social media is abuzz with admiration for Catherine's elegance, composure, and work ethic, which resonate with a contemporary audience. Royal experts frequently highlight Catherine's suitability for the role of queen. Her ability to balance personal challenges, such as her reported recovery from cancer, with her royal duties, has earned her widespread respect. Under the guidance of senior royals, Catherine has navigated the complexities of royal life with poise and determination. Her resilience and dedication have solidified her place as a beloved figure within the royal family. Meanwhile, the Balmoral summit exposed the ongoing struggles within the monarchy. Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine's differing visions for the future of the royal family came to the forefront, reflecting broader tensions as the institution adapts to changing times. The summit's focus on financial efficiency and the integration of new royal workers aimed to ensure the monarchy's long-term sustainability and relevance. As the Prince and Princess of Wales take on more prominent roles, discussions about the education of their children have also garnered attention. Prince George, currently attending Lambrook School alongside his siblings, faces decisions about his future schooling. William and Catherine are weighing options, with William favoring his alma mater, Eton College, while Catherine prefers a co-educational environment reminiscent of her own experience at Marlborough College. Ultimately, the decision will prioritize George's best interests as the future king. The family's efforts to maintain a sense of normalcy for their children have drawn praise. Despite their royal status, William and Catherine emphasize the importance of responsibility and involvement in household chores. Each child has their own tasks, such as Prince George's care for the family's guinea pigs, fostering a sense of independence and accountability. Catherine's dedication to her children, and her role within the monarchy underscores her ability to balance personal and professional responsibilities. Her work developing party supplies for young children highlights her creativity and commitment to fostering active learning. These qualities have endeared her to the public, reinforcing her reputation as a modern and relatable royal. As the monarchy enters a new era, the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II remains a guiding force. Princess Catherine's leadership will be instrumental in preserving the traditions and values that define the institution while embracing the changes needed to ensure its future relevance. The nation looks to Catherine with hope and confidence, trusting in her ability to lead the royal family through this transformative period. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for updates and insights into the lives of Princess Catherine, the Prince of Wales, and the broader royal family. Join the discussion in the comments and share your thoughts on the evolving dynamics of the monarchy. The situation within the British royal family has become increasingly tense, with recent developments pointing to cracks in their traditionally united front. Queen Camilla, once seen as a controversial figure, has reportedly been sidelined within the family following a series of high-profile incidents. At the heart of this unfolding drama lies Princess Anne, known for her strict adherence to royal tradition and an unflinching commitment to duty. A simple gesture, or lack thereof, by Anne, has set the stage for speculation, igniting debates about the internal dynamics of Britain's most famous family. More on this in a moment. During a recent royal event, all eyes were on Princess Anne as Queen Camilla approached. In accordance with royal protocol, Anne was expected to perform a formal curtsy, a mark of respect for the Queen Consort. Instead, she offered a polite nod before moving on. To the untrained eye, this might have seemed inconsequential. However, in royal circles where every gesture is imbued with meaning, this subtle deviation spoke volumes. Observers quickly divided into camps. Some interpreted Anne's action as a modern adaptation of tradition, a reflection of the monarchy's evolving role in contemporary society. Others saw it as a deliberate slight, an expression of Anne's dissatisfaction with Camilla's role as queen consort. Regardless of interpretation, the gesture reignited discussions about power, respect, and hierarchy within the royal family. Anne's decision not to curtsy wasn't merely a break in protocol, it was a statement. Known for her no-nonsense approach, Anne has always been seen as a staunch defender of royal tradition. This act, whether intentional or incidental, highlighted the ongoing shifts within the family. With Prince William and other younger royals advocating for modernization, could Anne be aligning herself with these changes, or was this a personal stance on Camilla's controversial ascent to the role of queen consort? Reports suggest that underlying tensions between Anne and Camilla may have been exacerbated by decisions made during King Charles III's coronation. Camilla's inclusion of her family members in prominent roles, viewed by some as sidelining traditional royal practices, did not sit well with Anne, an unlikely activity that Anne, a lifelong adherent to royal protocol, regarded these choices as breaches of the monarchy's time-honored code. Adding another layer of complexity, Prince William is rumored to have expressed frustration with Camilla's approach. During the coronation, William's speech hinted at the discomfort surrounding her role and its impact on family unity. This subtle critique suggests that Anne may not be alone in her discontent. Together, their actions and words underscore the evolving dynamics and unresolved tensions within the royal family. The friction between Camilla and Anne is not new. It dates back decades, to a time when both women were intertwined with the same social circles. In the 1970s, Camilla met King Charles III through Princess Anne, thanks to Anne's connection with Andrew Parker Bowles, whom she was dating at the time. While Camilla and Charles embarked on a now infamous relationship, Anne's ties to Andrew complicated matters further. Camilla's quip at her first meeting with Charles, playfully referencing their ancestors' romantic entanglements, may have set the tone for her relationship with Anne. What started as a series of awkward overlaps has since evolved into a more significant strain, rooted in diverging views on royal duty and tradition. As senior members of the royal family, both Anne and Camilla have faced intense public scrutiny. Every glance, word, and gesture is dissected by the media and royal watchers alike. This recent incident has only added fuel to the fire, with commentators speculating about the deeper meanings behind Anne's actions. Was it a silent protest, a personal stance, or merely a lapse in formality? In a world where appearances are everything, even the smallest deviations can have outsized repercussions. Anne and Camilla represent two distinct approaches to royal life. Anne, often hailed as the hardest-working royal, is deeply rooted in tradition and protocol. Camilla, on the other hand, has navigated a challenging path to acceptance, facing public skepticism and adapting to her role as queen consort. Their differing styles underscore the broader challenges facing the monarchy as it strives to balance tradition with modernization. The royal family is a symbol of stability and unity. But behind the scenes, personal relationships and historical baggage often complicate matters. The tension between Anne and Camilla serves as a reminder that even in the most public of families, private disagreements and unresolved conflicts can shape their interactions. This incident, though seemingly minor, has far-reaching implications for the royal family. It highlights the delicate balancing act required to maintain tradition while adapting to modern expectations. For Anne and Camilla, their shared history and current dynamics are emblematic of the monarchy's broader challenges in navigating the 21st century. As the public continues to analyze every move, the royal family must find ways to project unity while addressing the underlying tensions that inevitably arise in such a unique institution. In the 1970s, Princess Anne had a deep connection with Andrew Parker Bowles, according to royal biographer Sally Bedell Smith. Their romance seemed promising, but the royal family reportedly intervened due to Andrew's Catholic faith, which conflicted with Anne's obligations as a member of the Church of England. While their romantic relationship didn't progress, Andrew eventually married Camilla in a ceremony on July 4, 1973. The wedding took place at the Guards Chapel, followed by a reception at St. James's Palace, attended by several royals, including the Queen Mother, Princess Margaret, and notably, Princess Anne herself. Whether Anne harbored resentment about Andrew's swift pivot to Camilla remains speculative, but her chilly relationship with Camilla became more evident over time. When King Charles III and Camilla tied the knot in 2005, Princess Anne's frosty demeanor toward the new queen consort didn't go unnoticed. Reports suggested that Anne, along with other royals, was less than enthusiastic about the union. Even Queen Elizabeth II chose to skip the wedding ceremony, which set a tense tone. Body language experts noted that post-ceremony photographs reflected an awkward family dynamic, with Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip maintaining a visible distance, and Anne appearing notably reserved. Anne's strained relationship with Camilla was not an isolated case. She reportedly had little patience for Princess Diana, finding her approach to royal duties frustrating and at odds with Anne's own sense of tradition and responsibility. This pattern repeated itself with Camilla, whose introduction into the royal family was met with skepticism by Anne. Over time, however, Anne's unconventional choices in her own personal life indirectly paved the way for Camilla's acceptance. Princess Anne was the first royal to divorce her husband, Mark Phillips, and remarry Timothy Lawrence in 1992. At the time, this was groundbreaking for a family deeply rooted in traditional values. Anne's decision to follow her heart set a precedent, making it easier for King Charles and Camilla to formalize their relationship after the heartbreak of Diana's tragic death. Camilla's integration into the royal family wasn't easy, and her relationship with Anne was a significant hurdle. Royal author Penny Junor revealed that Camilla often felt intimidated by Anne's blunt personality and lingering history with Andrew Parker Bowles. Anne's close bond with Andrew only added to the tension, especially considering their shared past. Despite the complexities, Andrew and Anne remained close friends, with Andrew even serving as the godfather to Anne's daughter Zara Phillips. Meanwhile, King Charles is the godfather to Andrew and Camilla's son, Tom Parker Bowles, a web of connections that continues to intertwine their lives. According to Penny Junor, Camilla's initial involvement with Charles may have been partly fueled by her rocky relationship with Andrew. When she discovered Andrew's infidelity, allegedly involving Anne, Camilla retaliated in dramatic fashion. Reports suggest she slashed Andrew's tires and left a lipstick message on his car before turning her attention to Charles, a decision that ultimately altered the course of royal history. Over time, Anne and Camilla seemed to find a way to coexist within the royal family. Despite lingering emotional distance, they began to unite around their shared commitment to supporting the monarchy. Following Prince Philip's passing, King Charles brought his wife and sister closer into the royal fold, emphasizing teamwork among senior royals. This elite squad included Charles, Camilla, Anne, Prince William, Princess Catherine, and Sophie, Countess of Wessex. Body language experts have observed moments of cooperation between Anne and Camilla, suggesting a gradual easing of tensions. A lighter moment occurred during Christmas 2019, when both women arrived at the royal church service wearing matching purple outfits. Camilla playfully nudged Anne about their twinning look, and the two shared a rare laugh, showcasing a fleeting moment of camaraderie. Royal protocol has long played a role in the dynamics between Anne and Camilla. After Charles ascended to the throne, Camilla became queen consort, freeing her from having to curtsy to other members of the royal family. However, a 2005 rule approved by Queen Elizabeth placed born royals, like Princess Anne, above those who married into the family, like Camilla. Reports suggest Anne advocated for this rule, particularly during the time when Camilla's popularity was low. Anne's insistence on maintaining rank and tradition highlights her dedication to royal protocol, even at the expense of personal relationships. Over the years, the tension between Anne and Camilla has softened, but the underlying friction serves as a reminder of the complexities within the royal family. Despite decades of rocky interactions, Anne and Camilla appear to have reached a mutual understanding, focusing on their shared responsibilities within the monarchy. While their relationship may never be warm, their ability to work together underscores the royal family's commitment to presenting a united front in the public eye. The intricate web of relationships, rivalries, and shifting loyalties continues to define the British royal family, leaving us to wonder, can tradition and modernity truly coexist in such a storied institution? It's no secret that in the world of royalty, every move is scrutinized. Recently, Princess Charlotte was spotted leaving her apartment in Kensington Palace for a new residence at Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. This sudden relocation has sparked widespread curiosity and speculation. Princess Charlotte, known as one of the wealthiest and most famous children globally, has managed to maintain a private and quiet life. Her unexpected departure from Kensington Palace has left many wondering, why did she leave and what could this mean for the royal family? Join us as we uncover the truth behind this move and explore the impact it could have on the monarchy. Princess Charlotte of Wales, granddaughter of King Charles III and the second child of Prince William and Princess Kate, has been captivating the world since her birth on May 2, 2015 at St. Mary's Hospital in London. As the third in line to the throne, Charlotte broke tradition by being the first female royal to retain her position in the line of succession, despite having younger brothers, thanks to the 2013 Succession to the Crown Act. From her earliest public appearances, Charlotte's charming personality and confident demeanor have stolen hearts worldwide. Her radiant smile and playful expressions are a testament to her strength and joy in navigating life under the public eye. Despite her royal title, she remains a relatable child at heart, often seen giggling and interacting warmly with the crowds during family outings. Princess Charlotte's vibrant nature was on full display during the Royal International Air Tattoo, where she effortlessly engaged with the crowd, waving enthusiastically and spreading cheer. Her playful spirit is often balanced by her respectful and poised demeanor, making her a favorite among royal enthusiasts. Charlotte shares a particularly close bond with her mother, Princess Kate. In a touching video shared by the Princess of Wales, the family is seen enjoying a walk together, with Kate holding Charlotte's hand. During this heartfelt moment, Kate remarked on the unpredictable nature of life, emphasizing the importance of resilience and family bonds amidst the challenges of royal responsibilities. This focus on creating strong family connections may hint at the reasons behind Charlotte's move from Kensington Palace, a desire to shield her from the intense pressures of royal life and offer a more grounded upbringing. From the day of her birth, Princess Charlotte has been a central figure in royal celebrations. Her arrival was marked with global fanfare, including gun salutes, celebratory lights, and enthusiastic crowds outside St. Mary's Hospital. She was named Charlotte Elizabeth Diana Davis, a tribute to her grandfather King Charles II, great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II, and grandmother Princess Diana. Her resemblance to Queen Elizabeth II has earned her the affectionate nickname Mini Queen. As she grew, Charlotte's lively personality became evident in her interactions with family members, especially her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis. She often takes on a caring, protective role, guiding her younger brother Louis during royal events with tenderness. Charlotte's charisma and confidence have added a modern touch to the monarchy. At Trooping the Color, she has often delighted crowds with her cheeky expressions and playful gestures, including the memorable moment in 2019 when she stuck out her tongue during a parade, showcasing her carefree spirit. In 2022, Charlotte attended her first solo royal outing at just 7 years old, accompanying her parents to a swim meet at the Commonwealth Games. Her growing involvement in public engagements highlights her preparation for the responsibilities that come with her royal title. The decision to move to Adelaide Cottage may stem from a desire to offer Charlotte a more private and stable environment, away from the rigid protocols of palace life. It could also signify a broader effort by the royal family to modernize their approach to parenting, prioritizing emotional well-being over tradition. As Princess Charlotte continues to grow, her journey will undoubtedly shape the future of the royal family. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the reasons behind her move and what it means for the monarchy. On a special occasion, Princess Charlotte joined her mother, the Countess of Wessex, donning a striped dress with her hair styled neatly in braided pigtails. Her cheerful demeanor, as she laughed and smiled among the spectators, highlighted her vibrant personality. Sitting beside her mother, Charlotte eagerly absorbed explanations about various games, showcasing the strong bond between them. Later, she stood by her father, Prince William, as they delivered a heartfelt message, wishing England's women's soccer team good luck in the 2022 Women's Euro Finals against Germany. Despite their royal responsibilities, Prince William and Catherine are dedicated to giving Charlotte and her siblings a balanced upbringing. They strive to ensure their children experience a sense of normalcy, while instilling values of kindness, humility, and service, qualities that will prepare them for their unique roles within the monarchy. The education of a royal is no casual affair, and Princess Charlotte's academic journey reflects this. Her schooling has been meticulously planned to provide her with a well-rounded education. Early education at Wilcox Nursery School. At just 2 years old, Princess Charlotte began her formal education in early 2018 at Wilcox Nursery School. This private institution, located near Kensington Palace, offered a structured yet playful environment to develop early literacy and numeracy skills. The school's emphasis on fun, interactive learning made it an ideal first step for Charlotte. Tuition ranged from $9,150 to $11,200 annually. On her first day, she wore a burgundy wool coat, matching tights, shoes, and a red bow, a look that captured hearts everywhere. Joining Thomas's Battersea. In 2019, at the age of 4, Princess Charlotte joined her older brother Prince George at Thomas's Battersea, a preparatory school known for its focus on empathy, tradition, and modern skills. The curriculum included French, computing, music, drama, and ballet, aligning with the family's values of compassion and preparedness for future roles. On her first day, she looked adorable in her navy blue uniform, although she appeared shy, clutching her mother's hand, a rare moment for the usually confident princess. Transition to Lambridge School. In 2022, Charlotte, along with her brothers, transitioned to Lambrook, an independent preparatory school in Berkshire. This move followed the family's relocation to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. The school's curriculum continues to nurture her academic and personal growth, ensuring she is well prepared for the future. Princess Charlotte's influence extends beyond her royal duties, earning her a reputation as a young style icon. Dubbed the Princess Charlotte effect, her public appearances often cause a surge in demand for the items she wears, from clothing to accessories and even toys. For instance, baby shawl craze. After her first public appearance swaddled in a 68 shawl, the manufacturer experienced overwhelming demand, with 1,000,000 visitors to their website from 183 countries. Floral dresses frenzy. Spanish brand M&H saw their floral dresses sell out after Charlotte was spotted wearing them. The brand even expanded to e-commerce to meet international demand. Pink cardigans and booties. Retailers reported skyrocketing sales of pink cardigans and booties after Charlotte was seen wearing similar items. Her influence is estimated to contribute over $303 billion to the UK economy throughout her lifetime, demonstrating her unparalleled impact even as a child. Princess Charlotte bid farewell to Kensington Palace as her family moved to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. This relocation was driven by two key factors. Proximity to school. Lambrook School, where Charlotte and her brothers now study, is closer to their new home. The move allows for a more convenient and less disruptive routine. Time with Queen Elizabeth II. Prince William sought to be closer to his grandmother during her final days. The move also strengthened family ties and aligned with the evolving roles of William and Catherine as they prepared for their future responsibilities. As Princess Charlotte grows, her role in the royal family will undoubtedly evolve. With her charm, confidence, and the guidance of her family, she is poised to bring a new generation's values to the monarchy. Her education, coupled with her natural charisma, positions her as a symbol of continuity and modernity within the royal family. Whether as a public figure or a private individual, Princess Charlotte's journey is one to watch. Princess Charlotte, the daughter of future King William, has recently found herself at the center of an upsetting rumor. Some people are questioning whether she will receive as much attention from her parents as her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis. Despite not being pushed down in the line of succession, there is a concern that Charlotte might not receive the same level of attention as her older brother George. This has sparked fears that Kate and William might devote more time to George and Louis, possibly relying more on nannies to care for Charlotte. However, to truly understand